Very hairy. Very hairy indeedy do. How you doing, Scott? I've got my things set up right. Johnny Wilson. So on and so forth. Scary, Harry, and Willy, Billy. I get cold with the new chinny. He's too hairy for me. Just cut your hair like you were such a nice boy before. Why don't you have a shave, Jenny? You were so neat and tidy, and now you've fallen off a bridge. Don't worry, I still like you. Just have a shave. Do you teach yourself or have lessons? I used to have lessons from 11 to 16, but now one day I woke up and I was like, oh, you know what's an absolute tune? Moloko, The Time Is Now. I don't know why. I haven't heard that song for years. It was about a week ago and I went, that song is a tune. And I went, I don't know. And then so on. What's and so on. My hubster grew his beard in lockdown and we plaited it. Put silver beads on it like a Viking. Yeah. It's getting long now, isn't it? My hair. It's a bit greasy as well. The longer it gets, the less I wash it. When I had long hair down here, I only washed it like once or twice a week, which I don't know, just didn't need washing. I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, it's Chinny.
Hello.
What's good, Chin?
You alright?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. You sound alright, yeah?
Yes! I'll tell you what, I need you to be super interesting all day so that I don't have to edit any of this out.
Okay. Do you want...
You humming some meaningless tune is not super interesting, I hate to tell you.
Oh, okay. Hold on, you sound a
Be
little
more
bit...
interesting!
You sounded a little bit croaky then, but I don't know if that was me or...
I don't know, it's probably because I was talking over you.
Do you want...
Hey, it's Stu!
You do sound... Is it me? I don't know if... You sound a bit strange, Duke.
Oh, God, don't tell him that.
I know, right?
Good God.
Stu, do I sound at all strange to you?
Not...
No, you sound
Right at the
perfectly
end
fine.
there, you did.
Maybe
Well, is
you
it because
just-
you're playing your guitar over me, perhaps?
Yeah, there you go.
No, that's silly.
That's probably it. That's probably what it is. In fact, I'm certain that's what it is.
Stu, I can
Well, Stu
honestly.
wouldn't tell me anyway.
Yeah.
There's a weird little breakup in the end of his what he's saying.
Well, it
Uh,
could be because the sound in the Discord is, it automatically.
Oh, yeah, I
determines
can
the
hear it
inputs
now.
and
Thank you.
I can hear it now. We're like some sort of
Thank
robot.
you. The longer you talk, the
Robot,
worse it gets,
robot.
Duke.
Yeah, it does. Robot.
Okay, well, please stop with the guitar.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you
I
wanted
mean, if
to
I'm
hear
going to
it.
narrow this down, I need to narrow it down.
Stop with the guitar.
I have everything on Discord turned off. I mean, I could turn off hardware acceleration. I don't know why that would do anything. Video codec, that shouldn't matter. I honestly don't know what to try.
Well, he didn't do it then.
Speak
Talk
speak for a while.
Speak for a bit. Speak for a bit. Just go for it, Duke.
Okay, I'm going to speak for a bit to see if it changes anything.
Oh, yeah,
when I
it's doing it
speak
now.
And have any impact.
Wow, did it then?
It seems if me and Stu don't talk and you talk for a while, it seems to come in.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the only thing that I've done differently from last week is that there was a Windows update and it changed something in the settings for Chrome.
I can't imagine.
But
it's
that shouldn't have anything to do with my microphone.
Yeah, all Discord, because Discord
I know,
runs independently.
I
doesn't
know
it?
this is silly, Duke. I know. Unplug your
Just say it.
microphone and
Yeah,
put it back in.
yeah.
again.
Try unplugging and plugging it in
Alright.
again. That's always worth a try. So, how are you, Mr. Chin?
What's this? What is this theme? Dun, 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 dun. No, it's Casualty. Don't worry, I got it.
Yeah, it is.
Now do the Crystal Maze. Now do the Crystal Maze.
Oh god, that sounds very similar, doesn't it?
Go on.
I can't do the
I have
crystal.
unplugged my
Maze.
mic and plugged it back in.
Wow,
Is
that
any
sounds
better now?
worse.
Yeah, I might have made the situation worse, Duke.
Yeah.
I guess I need to restart my computer then.
Let's try that.
Try that. Try that.
Okay.
Try that. That sounded well bad,
Sounded
didn't
bad,
it?
didn't it?
Bad.
Now do the Crystal Maze.
Oh god, I can't think what the crystal maze goes like.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh
dun,
yeah, yeah.
Dun
it's like
dun
that,
dun
yeah,
dun
okay.
dun dun. Dun 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 dun
Dun, dun,
dun.
dun, 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 something like that anyway.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
To be honest, it sounds like you're just getting electrocuted a little bit.
I am. I'm electrocuted.
See if I can find the Casualty theme.
Oh, I think that'll be difficult. I mean, how is there a way to find something like that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Some prick will do it.
How do you find that? I don't
Oh, hold on.
know.
Maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. It looks right.
Oh, you found the actual music for that. Ah.
Oh. No, this is not it. Oh, it
I
is
don't know,
apparently.
yeah,
It is
yeah,
apparently.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. No, that was it. It did sound like it.
Oh, damn. Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah, no, it were. I could tell straight away, instantly. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's high pitched. That is.
God.
It sounds like you're tuning your guitar. To be fair,
It's not as easy as I thought it would be, so I'm going to skip it.
yeah, just skip that shit. What's the matter with you?
Let me show you something, right? Derek Science says, "Oh, Adidas sponsoring this." No, of course not.
Oh God, yeah, with a t-shirt.
Let me show you something, right? I'm going to play 4 chords
Okay,
for you,
okay.
right?
Okay, okay,
That's a G,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a A minor, that's a C, and then a G,
Yeah.
right?
A G. G.
And then if we do it like this, right, and then there's a little song I wrote. Note for note, but don't worry. It's those chords basically. I can't sing it very well.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
wrote.
there's a little song I wrote.
No,
I
I
wrote it,
know.
don't worry.
Be happy.
Be happy. Don't
All right.
worry, be
And
happy.
then we do this. What's the lyrics to the song? I forgot it. I don't know. I gotta Google them.
There was a dude. Did you see that dude who does like a massive medley of songs that are all the three same?
Oh
chords?
yeah. There's loads. Yeah.
It's like, what? Don't worry.
And I tried sometimes when I'm lying in bed to let it all out. What's in my head, and I
Feel a little peculiar.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might
see what you
want
did there.
no for no, but don't worry.
Don't worry.
What's going on?
Oh, I see what you did there. That's impressive.
And I said,
Hey!
what a wonderful time of
Can I
day.
just say, Farney31 in the chat spot, my wife's just popped her head through the door and said, can you turn that shit down, please? What the fuck? Spelling you
that's-
playing shit.
Well, Farney, to be
Virgin.
fair, she isn't wrong.
No, she isn't. It is pretty shit, being honest.
Somebody's asked for Wonderwall. The rule is, if somebody asks for Wonderwall, you've got to play it.
That is true.
Okay, now I've fixed everything and see if it's maybe a little better now.
That sounds
That's
perfect. That sounds
perfect.
perfect.
Yeah, what did you do? What did you do?
Nothing. I didn't do anything. Don't care. Doesn't matter.
Don't matter. Let's crack on.
All that matters is
don't-
that it's fixed.
Oh no!
Oh, no, it's not. Shit!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Robot Duke. You got Robot Duke.
Is it? It might be.
Well, it's possible that it's not on my end because I just did a sound recording on this software I'm using, and it sounds
Oh.
crystal clear.
It's
the
Yeah, but-
recording is perfect.
it's Discord then.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's weird. We can both hear it, can't we?
It's Discord. That's why. It's Discord.
Yeah, it must be something to do with this. Check your settings, Duke.
No, no, I don't. I
set-
don't think
There's
checking his
nothing I
settings
can
is
do.
going to do anything.
Do you know?
No.
That's a high priority. Attenuation isn't anything. Show a warning when Discord is not detecting anything. Use our latest technology to capture your screen. There's nothing I can. There's seriously like.
Well, so this is the compromise, right? So what we could do is we could record the show. Duke's recording at his end. If you've recorded it,
know.
and we won't come through on the recording, you could do a test recording if you want, Duke, just to
Wait.
see.
What? What do you mean won't come through on the recording?
Because you're recording at your end, if it's
Yeah,
because
so
your
you're
mic is
saying
not
it-
going through Discord. Is it?
We'll have problems. 'Cause
No, my
obviously
mic's
all
not
we-
going through Discord. My mic goes right from my mic into the recording.
Exactly, that's
but
what I'm saying.
We hear it, although it won't be on the
So
recorded
we
show.
could carry on, and I think if you just record it as normal, we would still hear the interference, but the recording wouldn't come through on the recording.
Right.
Or we use something else. I don't know.
Have you
I
got
mean,
a
we could try
different?
Skype if you want.
I was just going to say, have you got a different microphone you can try?
I'm not using a different microphone. I spent $100 million on this.
I've got Zoom.
I haven't got Zoom.
Oh my god!
It takes like 5 seconds to install Zoom.
Do you want to? Shall we try Skype? Just to see.
I haven't got Skype.
Have you not got Skype anymore?
No.
That's funny.
Zoom is much easier to install. than
Zoom is
Skype.
the man.
Oh, for God's sake!
Download Zoom.
Jesus Christ! I'm glad I'm not at work
It's so
tomorrow.
weird that there's a different audio quality.
I don't know. It could be. I don't know what it is.
So do I just need client for meetings? Is that the one I need?
Yeah, just any old fucking Zoom will do.
Any old fucking Zoom. I'll download any old fucking Zoom. I will.
Yeah.
Fucking Zoom. Fucking cancel that
See,
shit.
it's so weird that there's a noise suppression option, but I have it turned off. I don't understand why it would be so weird.
So strange.
It's so annoying. I've spent so much time, and
It seems good. See, it's gone all
It's-
right
I, it's,
now.
I think it's Discord. I think there's some squiggly stuff going on with Discord, and it's not happening for you, Duke. And I don't think it's going to go away today,
well,
tonight.
let me see if
tonight.
the fact that Stu said that it's going better now is actually contained by the
It's
fact.
back
Yeah.
again. It's back again.
Okay.
Right, who's Right, who's got the thingy? I'll just join a meeting.
Yeah,
Who's-
I can.
who's setting
I
this
can
up?
send you
Well,
the
I'm gonna
in.
disconnect from this.
I'll send you an invite
I'll
privately
just-
on Discord. Da-la-la.
Yeah, let me just disconnect from Discord.
Oh well, what a day, eh? Where's Stu gone? Bloody Where have they gone? There you go. Should work. Never use Zoom for the podcast. Are they coming in? Oh, Tubbs. Tubbs.
Oh, good God, that's loud.
Okay, you got to change your mic.
All right, that's set up.
So at the bottom left, where it says the mute,
Yeah, I can see
little
that.
arrow, click that. Da-da-da.
Yeah, it's still using me one on my headset.
There you go. That's night
There
and
you
day.
go.
Night and day.
There you go. You see, I know. Yeah, yeah, indeed, you do.
All right, then we just need Duke.
Oh, that works. That sounds really good.
Yeah, Zoom is brilliant. It's brilliant.
This
and
could be better than Discord.
probably is, yeah.
It probably is.
And if we got webcams, then we could put our faces on the. On
Well, I've got a webcam.
we could put our faces on the stream. Everybody wants to see your face.
They don't. Not with me hair like this, anyway.
Have you seen my hair?
Um, there you go. There's me.
Oh my god, look, there's Stu. Let's get him on the screen.
Look, it's me.
Yeah, we'll get him on the. No, wrong monitor.
Oh no, I'm gonna turn it off. Oh,
Yes!
stop.
Oh, I got him! I got him for like a second.
God, I'll put myself back on. There
There
you
it
go.
is, there it is.
There you go. Look, I've even got tubs. There you go. There you go. I'm on the screen. It's my mixing camera.
Bro.
Although it's not the best camera in the world, I have to say, in low light. Look, it's, oh my God, that's huge. Why have you got me so huge?
Don't know.
I'm like filling the screen.
Let's put you. Hold on. Let's fix this. Let's fix this chat. What's the chat saying? I think.
Yeah, let's see Stu. Hello.
We never see webcams of Stu.
I know, yeah. I've got one.
Is that your phone or something that you're using?
But no, it isn't. It's just a cheap webcam.
It looks like a fucking G.
It is. It is. It was only about 20 quid.
All right.
Fit
Fit
that.
the screen. And then where's my? Where's me? Where's my?
Oh, thank you, Susan. She says I look awesome. Of course I do, because I am. And
Well.
I'm a handsome chap.
Well.
Well.
Ah, there's
Yes.
we're on the screen together.
Are we? Oh my God, it's coming up now, I'm guessing. Oh, look
Here we
at
go,
you.
look at this.
You all clear. Mind you, the light's quite low in here as well, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, that's why. What's your name, Tubbs?
Because I don't know. Because he's taking it off my email, I think. I don't know.
Oh, look, we're just floating in. Look at that. Whoa. This is a first for the veteran gamers. If you're witnessing this live, we're now listening.
There you go. That's enough
It's
of
weird
that.
to see you.
I know. Look at my big nose. My gigantic conch. I need a haircut, by the way. Millie hasn't done my haircut. What is Duke doing?
No, he's here. He's here. He's here.
Is
He's
he
here.
joining some other meeting somewhere? What's he up to? Better beard than Chinny. I don't know. We are the beardy bunch, really. Me and you, Chinny, aren't we?
I think Duke rocks a beard as well, doesn't he?
I don't know. Has he got a webcam? Has
I
Duke
don't
got a
know. He
webcam?
must have a webcam.
No, I do not have a webcam.
Duke's not gonna do
no.
it. Ugh.
I'm gonna buy
Do
Duke
you,
a webcam.
does the sound quality work? Isn't that the most important thing right now
It's-
for us
it's
to see if the
great.
sound quality
Yeah,
is working
perfect.
good?
Perfect.
Perfect. Sound
Okay.
quality is perfect.
Fuck you, Discord. You were great
Good.
for a while, but now we hate you.
This sounds better.
Now we gotta get Duke
Let's
a
hurry
webcam.
up and start
we
before
gotta get
anything
Duke a
else goes
webcam,
wrong.
and then we're done.
Not getting a webcam. Fuck a
Get a
webcam.
webcam.
Who cares?
I'm gonna-
That's all we need is for more technology to go wrong.
It'll not go wrong.
Brilliant.
It's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good.
You know how many times I've said that in the last 2 months? Jesus
know.
fucking Christ.
I don't know.
I'm gonna buy Duke a
Yeah.
webcam.
Yeah, buy him a webcam.
Are we ready to
Get him
start?
on send through Amazon.
Yeah, if there's one thing I like better than more
Come
technology,
on.
it's more technology from Amazon
It's
with
free.
Jeff Bezos
Don't
and his
com-
child molesting ass.
Don't complain.
Are we?
We're done.
Do you know who you're talking to? That's all I do.
We're going.
Yeah, that is true.
In
Yeah.
fact, I'm just gonna complain for the next 10 minutes.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rush
go for it.
Limbaugh got the goddamn Presidential Medal of Freedom. What is that about? Holy Christ.
Holy Christ.
It's too windy. It's
Yeah.
spring break, but it's too cold for me to go outside for any long period of time. Not that I couldn't. It's just I don't want to because it should be warm and it's not warm. My dog came in and he was running around and it was fun. And then he sits on the couch and starts whining. What?
Okay.
What do you need?
Wow.
You can't need food. You can't need to go out.
What's happened, Chinny? Why has it got all weird?
I don't know.
Are you serious?
No.
No,
Just
no.
start the goddamn show before.
No, the
before-
fucking goddamn show. No,
What went weird?
It's
the
just the
picture-
visuals. The
the
visuals.
pictures
They don't
went
matter.
weird.
It's fine.
It's
Just- I'm
fine.
trying to figure it out. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Are we actually starting? I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Welcome, yo, to the veteran gamers. Stu, Jimmy, and Benz to tell you about every single game that you play this week.
story is
Reviews and an indie pick. Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite saviors.
Your attention,
Veteran
please.
gamers.
Your attention,
Veteran
please.
gamers.
Your attention, please. Your attention,
Veteran
please.
gamers.
Whoop, whoop, woo.
Yeah, boy. Switch that
My
console
wife.
off before you have to press repeat, yo.
Technically, I'm homeless.
Hello and welcome to episode 585 of the Veteran Gamers podcast.
Holy shit.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm supposed to play this, aren't I?
There you go.
So, people, if you don't know, we've had a lot of technical problems tonight.
Yes.
And the irony is, earlier today, before I remembered that y'all haven't set your clocks ahead, I was getting ready for the show at like, an hour and 15 minutes ago, or an hour and a half ago now. And like, I was like, there was some problem. Windows had an update, everything. I was like, "Arr!" And then I fixed it. And I was like, yes, I fixed it. And I was dancing. I was so happy. And then we go in and it's like, Discord's problems, blah. And by the way, just so y'all know, I did a search and one of the things I thought couldn't possibly be affecting it might actually be affecting it. So I can play with that later if you want to see if we can fix it on Discord at some point.
This sounds fine.
But they also, I mean, if this is working on Zoom, let's do it. And plus
Yeah.
there's video.
Yeah.
So woohoo.
And
So I'm gonna
honestly-
buy Duke a webcam from Jeff Bezos.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to shove it up my ass.
And honestly, talking over each other works fine in Zoom. It's great.
Well,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
I'm glad it's all working great. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it is.
Woo.
It is.
Is
I'm
there,
impressed.
is there a
Wario cheese.
is there a website where I can buy a webcam from Duke that won't offend you?
Yeah, sure.
eBay.
Newegg probably has websites
What?
or webcams. Newegg?
Newegg. Okay. Don't know. I've never heard of it, but okay. I'll just
Never heard
buy
of
it from
Newegg?
Amazon.
That's
I've
'cause you
heard of
haven't built
Newegg.
one.
Even I've heard of Newegg.
I'll buy it from Jeff and then wrap it in a different box, and then be like, oh, it's from.
I see what you did.
It's from there's a bunch of hippies that made it from the tears of bird.
There's a
feather.
link in the chat to Newegg
Oh, there you go. Thank you
webcams.
very much.
Don't buy me a webcam.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can get a
don't buy
webcam.
me a
I just don't
webcam.
want a webcam. The world does not. What's the point? What would the point be? So as people can see me yelling and
See your
screaming.
lovely
Yeah.
What's the
little face, dude. That's
Nobody
what
wants
it
to. You
is.
can see my face. You just can't see a live stream of my face. And who cares? People, do you really care
Yes.
Yeah, we
about
do.
seeing my face?
In the
Why?
chat. In the
Yeah.
chat. They're going
Yeah,
mad.
people in
They're
the chat
going mental.
wanna see your
Quickly,
face.
quickly, type it in the
Oh, for
chat. Type it in the
God's
chat.
sake.
Type it in. Type it in.
Type
Um,
what?
What?
We love
Sorry,
Duke's
what?
face. That's what
Yeah.
they're saying.
Love to
Oh,
see
right.
Duke's
Yeah,
lovely
no.
little face.
No, this is not a thing. Let's just move on. Somebody have a
Okay.
story time.
Oh
My
yeah.
favorite time.
Oh yeah, I do.
It's story time.
Go ahead, Stu. What's your story time?
So, right, here's the thing, right? I'm just checking Millie's out of earshot because, right,
Okay.
Uh-oh.
there's
He's talking
something,
smack about his daughter.
something weird happened this week, right? That
Okay.
just don't sit well with me. Just doesn't sit well.
Why?
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Well, we were watching Gogglebox on Friday night.
Yes, I watched
Okay.
Gogglebox, the
Yep,
recent
yep,
one. Yeah, yeah.
Well, towards the end of the show, they had an excerpt from Naked Attraction.
Yes.
Yes,
What?
yes, you were
So-
aware of this.
So hold on, Duke. We've got to explain the show to you. So,
Well, first of all, you need to explain why there's a goddamn blank screen on the video.
so don't worry about the blank
Don't
screen.
worry. Don't
You're
worry
talking about,
about
oh, we need to see
that.
Duke's
Don't
face.
worry.
and
I'm
you put
working
on
it
this
out.
Black screen.
I'm working it
That's
out.
fine.
All right, go ahead. What's Gogglebox? Is this where people watch TV?
No,
No,
Gogglebox is
no.
where people watch people watching TV, right?
Oh, for
Yeah.
God's
But,
sake.
no. But,
Wait.
but there's
Wait,
another
how far is
show-
this going to go down the rabbit hole? In
Oh.
10 years, we're going to have
Oh,
people
God.
writing books about people watching Gogglebox, and then it'll be like, dude, did you see the book that he wrote about the TV show
Right.
that people were
Listen,
watching?
can I tell you, to the story, Gogglebox is irrelevant.
Yes.
It's just the
Fine,
fact
then why
that
are we even talking about
No,
it?
no, no,
because
no, no.
Naked Attraction was featured on Gogglebox.
Okay, fine. What's Naked Attraction?
What is Naked Attraction? Did you explain?
Okay, I'll explain it. So, Naked Attraction is a show. It's a matchmaking show. So, a male or a female will go on first, and then it's kind of like,
oh, Christ.
have you watching it? Have you seen it?
No. The fucking your voices aren't being recorded.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
no.
kidding.
Ah!
Oh, it was going so well.
Hang
last
on,
Saturday.
hang
It'll be
on, hang
fine, it'll be
on, hang
fine. We'd
on,
only
hang
just
on.
started. It's fine. We can
We
start
can carry
again.
on, and I can get the stream if you
Audio
want, Duke. If you're not
settings.
up for it tonight.
Fuck, what the fuck? Oh,
no.
God, I am so pissed.
Oh, that story we're going so well.
There we go. Well, I'm gonna have my cheesecake.
Yeah, have some tea. I'm going to have a bit of Budweiser. I'm just drinking
There you
to
go.
try and, soften the blow.
Look, I'm having my cheesecake. Cheesecake. Why don't I pop up on the
Cake
thing?
and cheese. Am I
Okay.
hearing you right? Cheese, cake.
Yeah, look at that. We're all on the screen.
Woohoo!
Hey,
Oh, Lordy be.
look at that.
Lordy be.
That's what I've got. So let's talk to the chat.
Yes, talk to the chat while we're waiting.
How do you explain naked
Naked
attraction?
Attraction. That's
I
a good
don't, I don't think
question.
Duke even.
We were
watched them,
about
and-
to.
Yeah, I
We're
don't know.
about to.
I don't know if Duke can still lose, but I know he doesn't like to be defeated by technology. But if he wants to just use the live stream audio, that's fine. I can do that for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's fancy.
Is it good? Is it good?
Yeah.
Cheesy cake.
Duke, honestly, I know you don't like to be defeated by tech, but I don't mind using the live stream audio.
Well, no, I appreciate that. I want to get it fixed. I think I may
Okay.
have fixed it.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to test it? My name is Mike. I'm eating cheesecake.
Do you want to test it?
All right. I think, hang on a second. Let me play the audio back. I have
Yep.
to stop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
I know I shouldn't laugh because it just winds him up, but it is kind
No,
of
it's okay. It's not winding me up.
Okay. It's like Murphy's Law tonight, isn't it? What can go wrong will go wrong.
Well, I'm glad I
Totally.
noticed it now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, that's good.
Look at the
That is good.
positives. Look at the positives.
It's like the old days when I used to go, oh shit, I never pressed the record button.
Okay, it is working.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to record.
Okay, we'll start again. Go.
Okay, so we don't need to start the show again.
Well,
wait.
no, we haven't
Yeah,
got
we
the
do.
first bit of the audio.
Yeah, we don't. Yes, okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Again.
Got the face sound. It's the soul.
All right, there you go. We just fast forwarded through the lead intro song. We don't need to play the whole goddamn intro song. Go ahead. Yay, veteran
okay.
gamers. We're not real veterans. We're veterans of the gaming lifestyle.
Yeah, it's 585, by the way, which I didn't say. Episode 585, and I'm Stu.
I'm so sorry, everybody. It's been a nightmare of technical horrors, and
you
I think we've got it sorted. Probably, I hope.
You'd think after 12 years,
Wow.
we'd be
Well,
good
but
at
it's
this.
not 12 years. Discord it keeps doing things to try to like everything's gonna be better if we just tweak this one thing. This is what every developer. You know what? I'm not going on that rant.
No, don't
Well, you
go
know
on.
what? I bought a pro Zoom account, and I kind of bought it with buyer's remorse. But now, if we're going to use Zoom, that makes me feel better
Perfect.
about it. So I'm happy with that.
Yay. See?
And we
See?
It
get
all worked out.
get
Everything
Duke-
happens for
has
a reason.
We get
there you
Duke-
go. We
we
said
No,
the
it
idea.
doesn't. That's such
Yeah, it does.
bullshit. Never say
Everything
that to
happens
me.
for a reason.
for the first time.
No.
It is a veteran gamer's first. I can see Stu
You can see
You
me.
can
while
see
he's
me
doing the
too.
podcast. So on the
Oh, you
live
can't see me while I'm
stream,
doing the
you
podcast.
can see our faces, except for Duke because he doesn't like Jeff Bezos. But I'm
You
gonna
can see
sort-
my face on the stream. What are you talking about? You just can't see a live stream of my face.
I can't secretly
see a
eat
picture.
anymore now.
All right, anybody got a story time?
My
Yes!
favorite time. It's
For the
story
second time.
Story
Wait,
time.
wait! I have a prediction. I think this. I'm getting psychic waves. Is this about Millie?
So yes, it is. Just a minute. Let me
Oh,
check
dude,
it. She's in
it's
the
about-
vicinity.
Is it about
Oh, she
Google
isn't.
boxing? Something to do with fighting people at Google?
No, nothing like that. Right. So here's the thing, right? And I started this story already once. This is like deja vu.
It's
but-
important that you mention that because you know the listeners
Yeah, I
need
know.
to know that.
but we were watching Gogglebox on Friday.
Oh, Gogglebox, that
I'm
was
Duke.
it.
Gogglebox. And on Gogglebox, right, towards the end of this week's episode was an excerpt from Naked Attraction.
Oh,
Now, what's Naked Attraction though?
well, Duke, let me explain that very strange show to you. And this
Okay,
is
go
about
ahead.
where we got to on the last file recording,
It
folks.
is.
Right?
Yes.
It is.
So it's a show where
Like anybody fucking gives a shit.
a man or a woman comes on, and the host is a bit weird. She's got no eyes, whatever. And the woman's like, "Yeah, I'm
We're
really
just gonna gloss past the whole. The host has no
Yeah,
eyes.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So, for example, a lady comes on and she's like, "Yeah, I'm looking for a man." Da, 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 and there are about 5 men in front of her, behind different colour screens, like red, green, yellow, whatever.
Yep.
The
Okay.
difference is that they're all naked behind the screen.
Totally
and
naked.
The screen goes up from the feet first, so you see
Oh my God.
the cock and balls, and
Yeah,
you
straight
judge
away.
them.
We
on-
are just so Neil Postman wrote a book called Amusing Ourselves to Death. But what did he know? He's obviously wrong.
So you look at the cock and balls and you go, all right, who's got a
So
good?
the woman goes,
who's got
"Oh,
good
that's a
girth?"
nice size."
You know,
Those
because
who
it's-
have seen Idiocracy, like you have to admit, we're right next
Oh, we're
door
right
to
there.
Ow My
We're-
Balls,
we
aren't
are
we?
almost
we're
there.
so close.
Yeah, and so but at the same time, Duke, I'm going. To be fair, he does have a decent penis on him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You know, and,
That's great.
And because it's
Ow, my decent penis.
because it's the UK. Not many of them are circumcised, so there's all sorts of stuff hanging on.
Please go into more details about these male genitals.
And then
all sorts
and
of
then
stuff going on.
usually they
Welcome,
do a
please.
bit. They
Enormous genitals.
They do a bit
That's
of a
pretty
dance.
much it.
They make them do a bit of a dance or a wiggle on the second
Yeah. Yeah.
the second round. I need choked. But this episode was weird on Gogglebox, wasn't it, Stu?
It was, but that's not the reason for the story.
Oh, because the woman that went on Naked Attraction recently she was a devoted Christian.
She was.
All right.
That's a whole other.
But she was
name.
even more devoted to becoming famous, and she'd like, and no matter what they ask you to do, you do it because it'll make you famous.
And,
Yeah, I don't know.
And she came on and she started singing Christian songs on a keyboard, wasn't she? Very
While the
very
guys were
nice.
wiggling the wangs around.
And
Yeah,
she was
it
very,
quite
very loose about her vagina and what it could take.
Wow. I'm not. Wow. That is a
Oh,
turn of
God.
phrase right there, Chidi.
Well, I'm
Loose
just saying,
about
she
a
was
vagina.
very open about
Look,
the size.
That is connected to the story.
Okay, go.
Right.
Right. So what's the
So
story?
it's a story come quiz. Okay, so
Whoa,
here's,
you
here's the
said
thing, right?
Okay.
So we're watching this show, and she used the word fanny. Okay, and
Funny
Millie
word.
said,
It's a funny word.
Millie said, I don't like the word fanny for it. Right.
Right.
But
Okay.
what word did Millie prefer? There you go.
I'm gonna say something like tuppence.
Tuppence. You'd
or-
think something
Is that really
like
a synonym for that in
Yeah.
the UK?
Yeah, tuppence. Yeah.
Really?
Tuppence.
Wow.
There's
Tuppence.
I heard minge.
minge is one. Amongst
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! Play the victory tune because Duke just got it.
Oh,
Oh, I
right.
got it in one.
no,
yeah,
fanny's way
so-
better word for the
Millie.
Yeah, it
Vagina.
sounds less
Preferred
gross. Minge sounds
the word
gross.
minge. I
minge
was
is
like,
awful.
I
I mean,
looked at
whatever.
her.
We like what we like.
So hold
Okay,
on,
Who knows why
hold
we
on.
like things like
So
You
now
what?
what's happening is in the chat, people are just typing what they call the vagina. So we've got
Well,
Lebo 855.
You do not call it crumpet.
Says
I don't think you
minge.
call it a minge.
Scott
a
Patton says
minge.
foo-foo. I've heard
Lebo
of
says
foo-foo.
midge.
Yeah, foo-foo is what I've heard of as well. Foof. I've never
Wow.
heard of foof. Crumpet. Minge is awful.
SLH agrees with you, by the way, Stu.
Minge
This
is
I know.
gross.
Right? I looked at her. I'm like, you prefer that word? And she was like, yeah. I mean, look, I know she's 19 now, but it is a little bit strange to hear.
Well-
No, 19.
Utter the
9 to
word.
19. You know,
I
that was
don't
the
know.
average age of
Utter the
the
word
U.S.
minge.
soldier in Vietnam.
Wow.
I heard that.
I don't even know what to think anymore.
So I don't know.
No, 19.
You know, she's a lady now. She's a young woman. Millie is.
It's just a very
Lady
strange
in
experience, though. I
red.
mean, it is a strange thing to
It
hear
is.
your 19-year-old daughter come out
But-
with, you know.
but the thing
without
is,
any
Stu-
qualms, no
Dancing
qualms at
with
all.
me.
The thing is,
Uh.
Stu, the weirder thing is, minge is a horrible word for the
It
vagina.
is.
So the
It
fact that
is.
she likes that word. Snatch, that's another one. Snatch.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
but
great.
Guy Ritchie never made a movie called Minge.
No.
No, he didn't.
No.
No, he didn't.
This is weird. I'm used to as soon as I start talking, y'all stop because you have to like stop in order to hear what I'm saying.
No.
Now you don't have to do that. You can just keep right on
Just
talking.
Keep talking.
I don't know what to think now.
Zoom is just. I don't know why we
My
never
whole
thought
world's
of this.
topsy turvy. I
Uh,
don't know what's
By the way,
going
on Twitch, Automod is going mental, stopping all these words.
Yeah.
I know. Here's a funny
Oh my
thing, though,
goodness, well, that's a hell of a
Lebo,
story.
Here's a good one, though. Here's another story connected to one of these.
I wouldn't
certain
call what
words.
you just described a story, though, Stu. To be
No,
honest.
he
it
didn't.
could be a story if it were very simple. If it were we were watching TV, the female anatomy came up, and Millie said, "I don't like the word fanny. I prefer minge."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we needed to get into the whole Google
Uh,
box thing.
yeah, I
anyway.
don't know.
But
Go ahead,
anyway,
what's your other story?
Lebo's written the word twat in the
Okay.
chat.
Yeah.
And where Kay originates from, down south in Leicester,
Uh huh.
according to her, I'm still not sure this is strictly true. But the word twat in Leicester is just the same as saying someone's a twit. It's just
Really?
another variation on the
Well,
word
yeah.
twit. So you're
Yeah,
a bit
yeah.
dense
That's
or a bit
interesting.
stupid.
the twat is like you're a twat.
Yeah, but in her head,
Also, you've got
nothing
to
to
twat.
do with. Yeah,
Well,
nothing to do
Brendan
with it.
Burns talks about in Australia maybe it is in the UK too. The word "cunt" is just a full stop. It's just like, "Hey, pass me the salt, you cunt."
Yeah.
And
Yeah. it
but
can
people
be.
in the US will get really
in
offended
Australia.
if
In
you
Australia,
hear that
it
word.
is. It is.
Is it more so in there than it is
In the UK, it's getting there. It is a lot more.
Oh, Brainy
used.
just said it right when I said it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it's getting there. You said.
Yeah, it's getting there. In Australia, they literally say it in schools. I think. Like for,
Literally
you know,
say
you got A for
like
apples.
6-year-olds.
A for apples,
it all the
B for
time.
banana.
A is for apples. J is for Jack.
So,
the moon and
but in
nose.
the UK, it is used quite a lot. But I know in America, like the C bomb is just not.
You
Well,
guys want to know
anyway,
something? You want to
go
know
on.
something?
Go
Go
on.
on.
I'm actually feeling a little jealous that I don't have a webcam right now.
You see.
I might
you
get
see.
one for next week.
Yes!
Oh God, what is happening to me?
But here's the thing.
Look
Can I,
at
I'm
how
not,
happy Chinny is. Jimmy's so delighted about the idea that I'm gonna have my ugly ass face on the
Yes.
oh
thing.
yeah, you are.
We can all
Um,
see each other.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, right?
We see you every week, Chinny. That's nothing new. You
Yeah,
want to
but I
see
can
me?
you.
Okay.
It's a treat to see Stu. I miss
Stu,
him.
how about this though? If I do that, if I get a webcam,
Yeah.
Stu,
yeah.
you have to move yours up.
Yes.
I
Looking
can't,
up
I
your
can't, I
nose.
can't.
You
It's-
can't.
no,
Don't give me
I
that. You
can't
can
do
find
that.
a
No,
way.
It's fine.
I can't.
Stu,
You can
you've
look at
got
my
a huge
nostrils.
nose. I don't need to
I know,
see up
look.
it.
I
It's
know,
not
it's
about that
getting better.
nose. It's about the angle of the camera, man.
It's
Move
just-
it. Oh.
But anyway, here's the thing, right? So
For those on the recording, you don't know that Chinny is like thrusting his nose onto his camera. Sorry, go ahead, Stu. What were you gonna say?
So anyway, yeah, Kay moved up north from south. Obviously,
Yes.
lived in Leicester, moved up north, went to
Right.
college, and someone did something stupid. And obviously, Kay, Chinny, you know what Kay's like. And she called them a twat, and they all everyone just stopped. It was like a drop the mic moment. Everyone just stared at her, and she's like, "What? What's up with y'all?"
Yeah.
I don't know what's about. What I said?
I think twat is quite an endearing, like,
Obviously.
because like, oh, he's such a twat. It can be quite nice.
Good. Anyway,
Can't own a gun.
so
Well, what kind
just
of
to let-
freedom is that, Sumu?
Just to let you know, audience, listeners, this is a video game podcast. That you might-
Eventually, it is a video game.
You
It
might
is,
not
it
know
is.
that at this point because
It is.
I've been
Are
streaming
you
for
seriously talking about video
I've been
games?
streaming for
How
42
dare
minutes.
you?
So
wow.
yeah,
By the way,
Yeah.
on the good news front, there is a slightly more shorter story, but on a good news front, Kay got her vaccine.
She got
her
what?
vaccine.
She got a vaccine.
Yay.
on Friday.
Also, on a good news front, we got some Girl Scout cookies delivered.
Oh, yeah. And Millie got hers at the same time because she had the last appointment and there were spare ones. So Millie's vaccinated.
All right, Jenny, what good news do you have to share?
Yeah, well, good news have you got?
Something about your nose hairs, perhaps?
Yeah.
I do have
beard,
I do have nose hairs.
I just wanted to give Jenny an excuse to shove the camera up his nose
There you
again.
go. There's a
There you
picture of
go. Look at
Aaron
that
Paul.
beauties.
Aaron
People,
Paul.
if you're listening on the recording, you don't know what you're missing, man. We need to start releasing this as a video podcast, I guess.
Oh, yeah, we
you
do.
know what, right? Something that Tara has been able to do that I've never been able to do is flare my nostrils, and she can do it like to rhythm. But
You can't flare your nostrils?
You can't flare your nostrils?
I learned. Well, you're
You
doing
weirdo.
it
Do it,
constant-
Stu.
Stu,
I'm
you
trying.
can't. Stu, if
You're
you
not
fla-
doing it, Stu.
Stu, if
Oh,
you
no,
flare
no.
your nostrils, then a golf ball might go up there, right? So
There
don't.
you go. Look, I'm doing it.
But I
Yeah,
can
okay,
do
he's
it.
flaring him a little
I
bit.
can do it.
A little
I can
bit.
do it now.
Oh,
You're moving
hey!
your whole mouth.
You learn how to do it.
Yeah, I learned how to
Oh,
do
there
it.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, we better talk about video games.
All right, can
Oh,
we
you stick a
move the
grape up
fuck
there.
on?
I know, yeah.
Where are
Jesus
you going?
Christ.
Story time's over.
What you been playing?
There it is.
That was it.
What you been playing?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've just.
I went first last
realised-
time, so I'm not going first this time. Go
so I
ahead.
just
Yes, you realize
as
what?
well, because I've got just here, right, 2 monitors that I've yet to install because I want 3 monitors totally. I want to get rid of this monitor. I've got a TV here, but I
Good
want to get
God.
2 monitors.
I thought I was
Come on.
ridiculous with my
I know
2.
it's like
He's got
monitor
7.
overload at
So what I could
Chinny's
do,
house.
if I have 3 monitors, I could have
Yeah.
because at the moment I can't do it, but I could have the Zoom call and the video game playing on the stream. I tell you what, this live stream is top notch, right? Top notch quality. You don't even miss it.
It's top something.
All right. Well,
um,
I went first last week, and I think the week
yes.
before that, Stu went first. So I think
Yeah,
Chinny needs to go first
Chinny.
this time.
You go first.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
okay.
Chinny.
Sorry, there's a lot more things going on there than I've,
That's because you got too many
No.
monitors, is why.
Yeah, man.
No,
What's
no,
the
no.
matter
His
with you?
face is all glowing with blue.
Yeah. So I played the bloody what do you call it?
Oh, yeah.
The thing.
Is this
Oh,
the
the
what
thing.
you what play my game?
Yeah.
What, the coaster
Oh,
thing?
okay.
Planet
Well, here we go.
Coaster, was it?
The feature that won't die.
No.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah. So I've been playing whatever this game.
Planet Coaster, because
Planet
you had
Coaster.
played it on the console once upon a time, and then I challenged. I didn't realize that, so I said you should play it, and you said you would find it on the PC.
That's right.
So is this you?
This is me on the screen.
okay.
Yeah, this is me playing it. And I've played it for 2 hours.
Oh,
2 hours.
more
Does that
than
mean
the
you liked
hour.
it?
Yeah, more than the required
That
hour.
means that I liked it.
Yay! We finally found a game that Chinny doesn't hate.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's good. It's obviously it's a what do you call it? A bloody thing.
A game.
A game. Sorry, there's too many things going on. It's one of those games, where you play the thing and you
Yeah,
you got to make a theme park. Is the gist of it.
Yes.
and it's all right. I like it.
Now it looks like you were playing it on like creative mode,
Sandbox mode.
sandbox
That's what
mode.
it's
Yeah, because
called.
I was gonna say the way I played it was like you have a loan at the start of it, and you have like 2 rides to begin with, and then you have to get people coming in. It's a lot to do with resource management. But you played it with like, fuck
Yes.
that, I'm gonna just make whatever I want.
Yeah. So
And then did you have the customers coming in later?
No, they were coming in as I
Didn't
was
bother
sort of
with that?
doing it. So anyway, this was my approach. Was I was like, okay, I've played it on the console, and there is a tutorial on the console, but it was so boring that I was like, oh, I don't like this, and the controls on the console were crap. So
Yeah, these kinds of games generally don't work on the console, do they?
No. So I started up the PC version, and there is no tutorial on the PC version.
Yeah, no, there's not.
So that they have links to YouTube videos.
Right.
And at first I wasn't going to watch it. I was like, oh, I can't be bothered. And then I thought about it, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to put the game on one screen and put the video on the other, and just quickly go through it. And I did play the tutorial on the console, so it was coming back to me pretty quickly. And then I was like, I know enough. I've seen that video now. Okay, I know enough. So I went into sandbox mode, and I wasn't trying to make the perfect park. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't trying to like give it a theme and
I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to achieve.
yeah,
at the
I wasn't
moment.
trying to do anything. So what I'm doing here is
Screwing around,
Yeah,
having
what you can do is you can make you've got like a set bunch of like rides that you can choose from, and there's also roller coasters that you can choose from pre-made. So I just plonked down a pre-made roller coaster, and I was like, I'm just gonna sort of get the gist of it. I'm not gonna make my own roller coaster right now. I'm just gonna find the lay of the land. So I plonked this one down, and I just picked any random one, and it was a battleship, right? And the
Ooh.
theme was like you're on an aircraft carrier. No, yeah, an aircraft carrier, and it's all like that sort of shit. And I was like, well,
Now here's the thing, Chinny. If I read out coordinates, it's possible that your roller coaster will get sunk.
That's right.
Yeah.
You sunk my battleship. Yes. So I thought, well, it makes sense for the aircraft carrier to be in water. So then I thought, well, I'm gonna
Yeah, there you go.
drop all the terrain and make it float in water. And eventually, I sort of got it right. It takes a little bit of
What you
jiggery.
haven't thought about here, Ginny, you haven't thought this through, because how are the customers going to get to your ride to ride it?
Well, you can
You'll
make
put a
paths and
bridge for them to
bridges.
walk over.
So
Well, yeah, but there's none there at the moment.
yeah, but I'm
You gotta
making the
swim.
fucking coaster.
Chinny, you didn't
Swimming?
immediately provide a
Jesus
bridge for the
Christ, man,
customers.
what are you
Chinny,
thinking
what's
about?
wrong with
The
you?
ride isn't open,
God.
Stu. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I was
Um,
worried for a second then.
No, it's not open. So yeah,
It does look cool though.
yeah. So I was just playing around with it. I wasn't really thinking too much about it. I was just like going, yeah. And I was sticking any old shops down and any toy, because you've got like different, like you've got pirate themes, you've got
Yep.
sci-fi themes and all sorts of stuff. And I was like, I don't care at the moment. I don't care. I just want to kind of get the lay of the land. I want to work out. And then I worked out, because what you see here, if I skip ahead a little bit, is I start doing the path, to the entrance to the whole bloody
Yeah.
ship.
The park.
But then I realised that like it's too wiggly. I don't mind paths that are wiggly in parks. I think I do.
You need to have that so you can get the people queued up.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't. Yeah, obviously the queues have to snake so they can queue up. But because it was an aircraft carrier, I felt like it had to be more industrial, like more straight
Oh, I
lines
gotcha.
than
Okay,
than
okay, that's
curved
cool.
paths. So
Whole
I-
image design. Yeah.
So I redid it, and then here I'm. So I then figured out how to make right angles with paths and things like that. And then here I was like, well, I just want to just get used to how to do stuff. So I thought, well, there might be some spotlights around. I don't know what I was trying to make
Yeah.
a lighthouse, but I was like, I'm not quite there yet. But I want to make some spotlights, and then I just stuck some lights to a random piece of junk, and it kind of looked quite cool. And there is a whole like 3D modeler in this game where you can just make crap out of objects and color them and stuff.
I did that a lot when I was playing it for the first time.
So,
I didn't actually make like anything good. I just made like floating spheres and stuff, and I was like, it looks cool, so cool, dude.
Yeah. No, I think I like my worlds to kind of obey the laws of physics, and
Yeah.
to have some sort of like logic. So here I'm setting up these two spotlights to make them look like searchlights. But at the moment they're floating, and what I end up using, I wanted them to sit on something like a stand or something. And
Yeah, so it look like something in the real world.
yeah, so I ended up using like a vehicle, like a sci-fi vehicle. I think it's like a prop for the sci-fi, but it looks like a light stand. It looks kind of weird.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
I love how you have all these options to like. First of all, you can rotate it any way you. I mean, you can really fine tune everything in this game, and you can program it so that like there's fireworks displays, there's
That's
like
right,
visual screens you can do, and there's all sorts of stuff.
so it's very overwhelming, but but the thing is, it wasn't too bad because it doesn't hit you. You see it all there, but it doesn't hit you with it. It just it's just there. So it's not saying the game doesn't go.
You get to choose how far you want to dive into it all.
Do all this crap. So I really liked it. I thought it was great, and now I would like to dive deeper into it and start to get into it. And I this is the thing. I always get into these kind of games. Like Prison Architect is a big one for me. But yeah, I think I can see why. You know, I looked at Jay.
I was going to say, have you seen some of the things he's done? Just incredible.
Yeah, he's done one like called Hades. It's like a
that's a great.
Yeah, and he's got a video on Discord of his roller coaster, and it's crazy. And then I saw, like, because I watched that, you know how YouTube recommends some shit that you related to it. This guy basically made this incredible space flight, and it was like a story where you launch from Earth. Or you're on some sort of planet like Earth, and it's all futuristic. Then it gets taken over by robot dogs, and it's got audio and music and effects. And then you go to space, and then you kill the mothership like Independence Day style, and like it's unbelievable. And it's like a 10-minute ride, and yeah, it is truly like a work of art, pretty much at this point. And I don't think I'd ever get there, but I do like to think myself as somebody who's quite creative and quite sort of, I get into these sort of things. I've always wanted to try Dreams, for example. I've always wanted to, I like to create stuff. I like to make stuff. And this is now same. So this is no different, sorry. And this is me making this wiggly path, and I'm like, oh no, I don't like the wiggly path.
It looks like a brain.
So here I delete it. Yeah, I delete it and I make a more straighter path, which kind of suits the aesthetic of the ship.
Yeah, that does look better.
I agree.
Yeah, so it's just like playing around with that, and I think
it's easy to do it too. Like you can delete the last part that you put in. You can, I just love how user friendly it is.
It is, yeah. It's really
quick.
easy.
I mean, it's fast. How are you doing all this?
And it's a good looking game. There's lots of detail. There's lots of things to dive into. I can totally see where you can go crazy with this game, because when you have to test all the rides. Like I was wondering why nobody was going on my rides, and I forgot that you have to test them before they're officially
Now, let me ask you this,
launched.
Chinny.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: are you going to make a water slide where you loop the loop? I think you should definitely do that.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. I have no idea if you can, but
oh man, and people don't know what we're talking about. There's a great movie called Class Action Park.
Yeah, we watched it. By the way, Duke, I've seen it.
Nice. Isn't it
It's
good?
good. Yeah, very good. It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
It's
Really
ridiculous.
Do you know what though?
America.
It's a weird film.
It's a very weird film.
It's a weird film in so much as you find yourself laughing when really you shouldn't be.
Oh, sure.
But it almost like, because the dude who's on it is so funny. It's like, close the fucking wave pool already.
Yeah, right. That guy's the best with the glasses.
It's
Sorry,
hilarious.
Chinny, you were talking about this video game you played.
But also, can I just finish up? By the way, can I just say something else before we move on? I know, but listen, right, because we're talking about it now. Those kids who survived, I reckon they probably had the best time ever, dude.
Well, sure, when you almost die
I'm
as a
just
teenager,
saying.
that probably
I'm just
is very
saying, right? I
fun.
said to Kate, you know what? I think as a kid, I would have loved to go there. I could have. I
As long as
can
you didn't
see
get
the
any
appeal.
traumatic brain injuries.
I can see the appeal. I'm sorry, but
Well, of course.
you can see the appeal as a teenager. It would be like, who wouldn't want to go there?
Sure.
Wow.
Sorry, you were saying, Chinny.
Sorry, Chidi.
no, it's fine. Planet, Planet Coaster, is it called?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Planet
Planet Coaster. I think it's very good. It is a
Yay.
hit from me.
Oh,
And
the first
The
bona
first
fide
time
hit.
we've ever
Yeah.
had a hit, baby.
The first hit.
And I
Aw,
think
yeah.
I'm going to continue messing around in the sandbox mode. You know what's funny though, Stu? I have had no desire to go back to Control. Not one.
Wow.
I
Well,
corrupted
there you go.
it.
There you go. Who knew? Who knew?
I've got control of Chinny's gaming time. Ha!
You have. Right, Chinny, I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
give
go
me a
ahead,
Yeah,
game.
next week's right. You know what, mate? The time has come because I found something out last week that I'd
Ooh.
forgotten
Oh,
about.
I know what he's
The
going to do.
time has
So-
come.
I know what it's going to be.
And also because it is far more accessible now
And
due
it's
to
it, yep, I got it right,
developments
yeah.
recently.
Oh, God.
So, Chinny, this is going to happen now. You are going to have to pay some money, though, because it is a little bit of cash.
Whoa,
that you're
whoa,
gonna
whoa,
outlay.
whoa, whoa.
But the game is free. The game is going to be
Whoa.
totally free to your
This-
usage.
did you not know that part of this feature is that if it's not
free,
on
no
Game
charge.
if it's not on Game Pass, you have to fork up the cash.
No,
if
no,
it's
the-
not on
the-
Game
the
Pass,
game is
you
free.
fork up the cash.
The game is free. The game is totally
But-
free. But you've got to download Virtual Desktop for your Quest 2, which is about 50.
This is why you don't open yourself up to this kind of thing, Chinny. You got no one to blame but
It
yourself.
is 50. And you know the game I'm talking about, which is Half-Life Alyx, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But do I have to be in
Why
the
does
same?
that require virtual desktop?
To stream it to your headset so you don't have to be
Do I have
wired
to?
up or anything.
So
Okay.
hold on. Technically,
Yeah.
I would have to play it in the PC in this room.
No, you can play it anywhere in your house.
How does it connect to?
Just connects via the app. So you just download Virtual Desktop, and it literally, as soon as you download it, it just comes up in the Games tab. So you just have to install the thing on your PC, the streamer app or whatever. It just does it all. It's very
Surely
straightforward.
it's not.
It just
No,
does
no.
it, Chinny.
No.
It just
I,
is very straightforward.
I
Jimmy.
refuse
Trust
to
me.
believe
Does
that
it?
it's going to work well.
It does work fine, honestly.
No.
I've tried it.
It works fine for you,
It works
Stuart.
absolutely fine.
Let's hope it works fine for
It'll
Chinny.
work. So all you have to download.
Another Stuart guarantee.
All you have to download to your PC is the Virtual Desktop Streamer. So that's all you
Right.
down. Once you've installed that, you just download Virtual Desktop, and it just works.
Okay. That's it. Yeah, that's
That's it. It
The-
all depends on how well your graphics card will run it. But there is a get out clause in all of this, Chinny.
Don't play it.
No, if it doesn't work, you can just get a refund of Oculus. If you've not used it for more than 2 hours or whatever, you can just get a refund.
Mm.
I thought you were going to say something like find the woman who's stirring the tea with her
No.
spoon and then you sink into your chair. Get
No.
it? Get out,
So it-
claws!
But I've heard even on low settings, it still looks pretty good, and it runs on your graphics card will be fine.
Don't remember when you didn't have a PC, you were going to drive to my house and play
I know.
this game.
I know.
So don't
it's-
act like I've got some sort of dog shit PC.
I'm
I
not
don't.
saying you have. I'm not saying you have.
He's talking smack about your PC,
Yeah.
I'm
dude.
not.
I wouldn't
It'll
take
be
that
It's
if I
fine.
were
right
you.
It'll be
here.
fine.
It can hear you, Stu.
Okay. Can I just check? I'm sure this isn't a thing that you're doing. Do you have NVIDIA Experience installed?
I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be fine then, because apparently having the overlay.
If you don't know
active-
if you have it installed, then
yeah,
it'll
it should
be
be
fine.
fine. If you have the overlay turned on, apparently that can affect Virtual Desktop.
Well, how
but you
about we
won't
just
have-
let him try it, and then if he has
It'll be
problems,
fine.
we can try to
It'll be fine.
troubleshoot
Is that the
Yeah, yeah.
GeForce Experience?
Yes.
I think I do have that.
Yeah, you won't have the
Oh,
overlay
great.
turned on though. I doubt.
How do I know if I do?
Does it
if
come
you-
up when you play games?
No, if you right click on it and open it. So if you open the GeForce
Welcome to the Veteran
Experience-
Gamers Troubleshooting
yeah, well, we
Podcast.
troubleshoot straight away.
We troubleshoot things that we haven't even had trouble with.
I know.
Right.
It's
Uh,
I'm,
so-
premature troubleshooting.
If you open the
I've
Experience,
opened it.
go to Settings. So which is
We're
at the
just,
top
are we doing
right.
this right now?
It'll take 2 seconds.
Apparently.
It'll literally take you 2 seconds.
It's telling me to log in.
Oh, ignore. Don't
I
bother.
can't.
I'm just
I
going to tell you
can't
straight to your face that
settings.
what you're saying right now is very boring.
I can't.
Boring.
I'm sorry. This is the worst episode of the Veteran Gamers.
Yeah,
The
you
people
don't
on
need
the
to
recording
bother.
don't know
Honestly,
that.
it's
They
fine.
think it
Don't
sounds
bother.
great. It's
Don't
like the
bother,
sound
it's fine.
quality's better than
It'll
ever.
be fine. You'll not have it turned on then. If you're not logged in, and
No, I'm
probably
not
never have logged in, it won't be turned on.
No.
You'll be all good.
I'm going to buy Duke
the
a
only thing I
webcam
would
and
say-
Stu a fucking light because he looks
Let
like
me
he's
ask
in
you-
some
let me ask
sort
you
of
another
sex
question.
There
den.
is that.
There is a potential other thing that you need to do though. Then in this case,
Fuck's sake. Oh, it's so Duke. It's so easy.
You're gonna love this
No,
game,
you
Chinny,
just
when you
switch it
finally
on.
get it working in 3
no,
weeks.
this will be very quick.
You just switch
But-
it on.
I'm guessing you haven't updated your graphics card drivers for a long
I'm
time.
always doing that shit. I'm always
Yeah, so you'll
doing
probably
that.
need to do that first, which will
Why the
once you've
fuck
logged in.
do I need to do
Once you've
that?
logged into, because you're probably for years out of date with your drivers.
Oh, so I have got to log into that NVIDIA bollocks.
Yeah,
thing.
you will do to update your drivers.
What the fuck?
But other than that, it'll
Other
be
than
fine.
that,
It'll be
also,
absolutely
Chitty,
fine.
there is one thing you do
Oh,
have to
you're gonna have to cut
buy.
off one of your
There's another thing you'll have
toes.
to
You
do.
do have to buy a new PC. Like it's just another 800 quid. You got to fucking.
It'll be
Best
fine.
worst
Honestly,
episode
all this
ever,
is
said
fine.
Derek
It's
Sainz.
all good. It'll be
All right,
fine.
are we ready to move on to something else, please?
Yeah, shall I talk about something I've played?
Yeah, I guess you better go ahead.
I'm gonna go next. I finished Little Nightmares 2 this week.
Ooh, okay. Okay. I see you.
Ooh.
I don't know how I feel about this game.
Uh-oh, you were all loving it before.
I like aesthetically, it's a gorgeous looking game. I mean, it just
Yeah.
looks awesome.
So what's the problem?
It's fucking hard.
Yeah.
I died. In fact, towards the end of the game, I lost count of how many times I died.
That's not a big deal. It happens to a lot of people.
really suck.
But it's the difficulty's not in. There are a few things that frustrated me slightly. Like you've got a weapon system in this game now, which wasn't in the original one, which usually involves either pipes or hammers or axes. That
Like
you have
wielding
to.
them?
Yeah, so you drag them along, and then you obviously press A to hit. But
Okay.
you've got to try and judge in this 3D space where the end of the hammer or axe is going to land, which is a
So
bit
you have
of
to
a,
attack monsters with a hammer, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
And
It
they
sounds like a very
move-
complicated concept in a
They
video
move
game.
really fast, and yeah, but you've got to remember when you're trying to judge in this like 3D space, it's not as easy as that.
Fair enough.
Because it's all about timing and also trying to judge where the hammer's going to land and whether it's in. I mean, sometimes just jumping at a rope and trying to grab it
Yeah.
is a nightmare in
Right.
this game.
Oh, I hear you. I know that.
Because obviously you've got this
Frustrating.
weird depth thing going on that's hard to work get your head around.
Right.
So that's one problem, right? But you get over that, but there are a few like these weird hand monsters that move really quickly, and it takes a bit of getting used to how to hit them and kill them or whatever. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
Then another thing this game does a lot is chase sequences,
Ugh.
where you're being chased by a monster and you have to escape. But
Yeah.
frig me, the like room for error is minimal. You're talking like if you're just half a second too late setting off, you're gonna die.
And do you have to then go back like
Yeah,
10
and then you have to do
seconds
it
or, like, a
again.
bunch?
No, it's not too terrible in
Good
how far.
checkpoints.
Yeah, it just takes you back to the beginning of the chase sequence again.
Yeah.
But oh my god, the amount of times you like literally nearly do it and then get killed, and you have to go back and do it again and
Yeah.
again and again.
So is it the type of thing like Super Meat Boy is very, very difficult, but when I was playing it, I felt like, okay, I know I can do this. I just got to keep at it. Or is this the type of thing where you just get discouraged and frustrated?
You do get to a point, right? Because it's so brutal in the timing. You know, the margins for error are so tiny.
Yeah.
And it does become like a frustrating experience.
Yeah.
So
But
part
you
of me,
finished it.
oh yeah, I finished it because I was like, I was determined not to let it beat me.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I mean, it does feel good when you do. I mean, this is a chase sequence right now, and you can
Yeah.
see it's like you've got to just leg it. And the other problem is because there's lots of bits of scenery you can just like bump into. And literally, the second you bump into one of those bits of scenery, it's like that's it.
Stops you dead.
Yeah.
You've got stops you dead. You got to do it again.
Mm.
And it's oh my god. That being said, I did enjoy it. I did like the story. You know, it's just those niggles, just holding it. You know, don't get me wrong. I don't mind the challenge, but flip me when you've done the same thing 20 times over, it does start to get a bit irritating.
Well, yeah.
And you're like, you know what? as
Don't
much as
ever
I
play
love-
Super Meat Boy, Stu. You would not enjoy that.
Oh. You know, as much as I love this game, I do feel that the difficulty curve is high.
Yeah.
But the difference in environments, the monsters, the story is really cool. It is like an inside feeling type story. And I do
Yeah.
think it's it is much better than the original game. You know, I think there's a lot more depth to it. It's cool that there's these two characters, and I really like the ending. I thought the ending was really good. So, on one part of me wants to recommend it because I think people should play it because it is a really interesting experience. But part of me is like wants to warn people that
Well, you can do both. Be careful, y'all.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough
that
on you.
it could be a frustrating experience at the same time.
You're
and
entering
maybe
a
it
world
is.
of pain, Donnie.
Yeah, maybe it's just me because I am old and, you know, my reflexes aren't quite as good as they used to be. But God damn it, the amount of times I've like towards the end, like I say, there was something like probably towards like say the last hour of the game, there's probably 4 or 5 of these chase sequences.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, it's just
Now let me ask you this: some games beat the hell out of you, and then at the end of the game, it's so rewarding, and you feel very proud of yourself. And some games are very anticlimactic. When you finally win, it's just like, okay, you won, whatever. Like in Red Dead, I've complained about this before. When you do a legendary bounty, there's a cool cutscene before you go looking for the bounty target. But when you get done, it's just like, you send them to the, you brought them in. The end. And it's just like, dude, give me something. So does this game give you something good when you win? Like a good feeling?
No.
no.
Not that it doesn't give it right. Okay, from a sort of finishing the game feeling, it's good. From a story point of view, it's very depressing. It's a sort of like, wow. But great. I mean, great ending, great story, but it's not a happy ending.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? This is not a happy game. it's I mean,
It's not.
but some of the enemy design is just phenomenal. You know, just hats off to the developer, you know, for the way they've made this game look, because it just looks incredible. You know, and I can't praise them enough.
Yeah, it looks like a good game.
Oh, it's amazing. And Chinny, this might be a future game because obviously this is on my Steam list.
Yeah, I haven't played the first one, so I'd like to play.
Yeah, that helps.
That's probably on the Steam list.
That helps. Yeah, I probably played that on here as well. That helps with the ending, I'll say.
Okay.
But yeah, if you played the first one and enjoyed it, then
Do you enjoy it better than the first one?
I don't think the first one was as difficult. I
Right.
don't remember the first one being
That's
as
not the
difficult.
question, Stu.
Yes, I probably did. I think it's definitely a more fleshed out game, and it's definitely longer.
Okay.
So yeah, it's lengthwise, it's a longer game.
So it's got good length and not a happy ending.
Not a happy ending, but looks incredible.
Okay.
Now you see this bit here, like this bit. Oh God, I did this so many times. Can you see how quick that was?
So for the listeners, it's a library, and there's a lady with a long neck chasing you, with a
Like a
head,
snake.
like a snake.
Something out
neck,
of Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's the teacher, by the way. That's the teacher.
It's gross.
That is what we do. We
I
tend
saw-
to eat a lot of children with our long necks.
I saw a mod of this game.
Okay.
And it replaced the characters, the main characters, because you can do this co-op, I think.
No, you can't. No.
Oh well,
no,
there's two.
It's strictly single
well,
player.
at some point, there's 2 characters, isn't there?
Yeah. There's 2 characters throughout nearly all of the
So
game.
so somebody modded the game and replaced the characters with Woody and Buzz from Toy Story.
Nice.
That's funny.
And
Because it is a kind of Little Big Planet type thing with like very large
and
settings.
the
so therefore-
teacher long neck lady replaced that with Elastigirl from or whatever her name is from Incredibles.
and the Incredibles.
Yeah, and it
Cool.
was very, very strange to watch that. But
That is strange. To watch.
maybe I can find it. But yeah, it's PC mods. It's all.
That's what people do. So yeah, it's a kind of a love-hate relationship with that game. I actually love it, but equally hate it at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well. I'm gonna go next, I guess. And we had a Scribblet play date. Yay! And Stu and Chinny weren't there, but don't worry, I have an audio clip from 30 Rock that explains why they weren't there. Because at one point, Tracy Jordan is trying to explain why he didn't show up to the births of his first 2 children. So here we go. This suits Stu and Chinny as well.
cooking a French bread pizza and forgot.
That's right. Stu was eating a goddamn lamb dinner, and
Oh,
Chinny
he was
just
good.
goes, "Oh, I forgot. Whoops." So, community, building community, spending time with our awesome listeners who are kind enough to show up. Nope. Screw you.
That lamb was like lovely.
No one gives
Oh.
a shit.
Beautiful, beautiful, man.
If you like thinking of yourself as part of this community,
Mm,
Yourself.
that's the message from Stu and Chinny.
Lovely.
However,
lovely.
it was a lot of fun, and we did have a number of people who did come by, including John Mouse, Joystick Jay from Joysticks and Chill, DJ Steno came back, and Ben Starr. I think Ben Starr was the one whose brother had played with us last week, and then yeah, it was great. And I made a Veteran Gamers word pack so that it doesn't just say video games, but it said like Chinny the Diva. And it
Right.
said Chad Warden, and I drew a Chad Warden picture, which I thought was awesome. Nobody got it, but the problem is that you need to use like single word things, because one of the things that I put in there was minor aesthetic details.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like, how the hell do you draw that? It was pretty ridiculous, but they enjoyed it. They got a kick out of it. So, yeah, I shared some pictures, and I thought maybe Chinny might put them up, but maybe not.
Oh, I am. I'm doing that.
Okay, great.
One of the
there we go.
words was snooker.
Yeah,
Balling.
it was, and I think I drew that. I thought it was pretty good.
Well, there's no cushions, but or
Well,
pockets.
you're right. There's not.
Or-
I had like 30 seconds to draw it. You
Yeah.
draw the snooker table.
I
in
think
30
that's
seconds.
impressive for 30 seconds.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. And then there's Chad Warden right beneath.
Yeah,
And I
balling.
drew, for those who can't see, I drew him as a stick figure wiping his ass with $600
I reckon
and
I
wearing a
can.
PS3 hat.
I reckon I can draw
Um,
a snooker.
Oh, now Chinny's taking up the challenge of drawing a. Go ahead. It's
Hold
time,
on.
and
I've
you.
got to get the bloody lines right. Okay, here we go. You timing me
Okay,
now?
stopwatch, go.
I'm drawing. This is great for. I haven't
This
used.
is great audio. Yeah,
I
know.
haven't used paint
I will also
for years.
Yes, I will also say that we we had a lot of people who came by, and it was fun. And it's one of those games where it doesn't really matter who wins. It doesn't really matter who
Snooker table.
gets the most right and so forth. Yeah, exactly. It's snooker table.
You got it.
It's the type of thing where all right, that's it. 30 seconds. Stop.
Damn it! Damn it!
Oh,
It's
I
not
would've known
green.
that was-
There's
I
no
would've-
balls.
I
It
didn't
looks
know
like
it
a
was snooker
goddamn
table, though.
crocheting thing.
Yeah, it's gross.
And it's a fine snooker table, yes. But I think it's easier to tell that mine was a snooker table.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
He's got pockets and stuff.
Anyway,
Yes,
anyway,
it does.
anyway,
but it's not
anyway.
green, and there's no balls on the table.
He's not got to that yet. There
Anyway.
will be soon.
Anyway,
I'm saying you have 30 seconds, and then it's over.
anyway, we
You don't
said
have to-
anyway.
Yeah, you're doing a
I
good job there. You
said
carry
no.
on, Chinny. You're doing a good job.
Thanks.
Right.
I'm a
Told you.
potato.
Yeah, we don't need to show the awesome pictures that other people in our community drew. We need
Yeah,
to
no, look
live
at Chinny's
stream
awesome
Chinny's
snooker
picture.
table. It's
Yeah.
great.
right. It's a good snooker table. I'm not arguing that. Yeah. So
Anyway.
that's
Well, look
everything
at
there is to
that.
say
That
about Scribble
whoa,
It.
look at
All right,
how
I'm
good does
stopped.
that
I'm
look?
stopping this now
Wow.
because Stu's distracted. He can't.
Oh,
he just
man, that
can't
looks
focus.
amazing.
Yes. All right, Chinny, are you up again?
Yeah, but the only thing I've been playing is Red Dead Online, really.
Oh,
Woo,
God.
Red Dead Online.
Woo, don't talk about that game anymore,
Well,
please.
Well, let me just say this. This is new. I haven't talked about this before. The loading screens, such as they are,
Yeah.
not very often, but they do show up. They have these photographs from all over the world of Red Dead,
Yes.
which is great. But they do this weird inverted bleed through thing. It goes from inverted to not inverted, like pulsing through the image. It's so stupid. I hate that. Why don't they just show a slideshow of those pictures?
I have never noticed what you're talking about.
Well, it's they don't just show a slideshow of the pictures. It goes from like opposite colors to the real colors.
I'm sorry. It's interesting now that I can see Stu, because when because we're
No,
talking
I'm
about
phasing out. I'm phasing
Red
out
Dead.
now.
I can
I am.
literally see him
Steven,
phasing out,
glazing over.
Because he was, as we was talking, Lenty, as we
I'm
was
glazing
talking,
over, man.
he was just shaking his head
Wow.
at something. He was looking at something and going, "What's that?" Like he just.
I'm phasing out now. You're talking about Red Dead, man. I'm switching off.
No, I've never noticed that, Duke. I'm afraid I've never noticed that.
Well, it's stupid and I hate it. But anyway, yeah, you've been doing your dailies. I got a lot of gold today.
Yeah,
I
do
got
my
a lot of dailies done.
I bought the new Outlaw Pass thing.
Oh, okay.
Which was, I think it was 40 gold or something like that.
I am saving up for the Delgado saddle, man. That's gonna get me some sweetness.
Yeah,
on the
I've
horse.
spent that 40 gold, and I got back to like 10 gold really quickly. Because you get those
Cool.
you get those tokens, don't you, with the 3 bars and everything. So I've been doing dailies. So I think I'm back on about 17, 18 gold now, doing the dailies, loving that. I'm on a 24-day streak, so I'm getting 0.25 now. But I still haven't got my head around the moonshine stuff, Duke. I don't know if you've done any of those.
How is it different than the trader? Like, isn't it just you get the moonshine stuff, you make moonshine, you sell it?
I think what it is you've got a shack, and you can go into the shack. First of all, you've got to rescue the chef, the moonshiner chef.
Okay.
So you rescue him, and then it's a mix between getting the ingredients, which is mash and different plants, and then making.
You to harvest more plants.
Yeah, and then you make the moonshine. But you can make different flavors of moonshine, and the sort of rarer flavors you make, the more it sells for. But then you can also do missions to make your moonshine more valuable by killing the competition,
destroying the other.
Yeah,
okay, I
and
gotcha.
poisoning their moonshine, and it ups the value of yours.
Well, you have to poison it by stealth. I assume you're sneaking around there.
The mission encourages you to go in stealth.
Yeah.
However, that doesn't usually work out. I think
Optional.
Marshy said that he did it once, where he went in, poisoned it without anybody noticing, and walked out.
Have you found more hideouts lately? Because I've had 2 in the last day, and I was like, wow.
Yeah,
I've nailed it.
sometimes they come up. I've been getting a lot of random bounties.
What do you mean random bounties?
So when you get the legendary, the upgraded bounty license,
which I have,
you get access to 3-star bounties, which is the third poster on the
ones on the bounty board. Yeah.
You get access to player bounties, so you'll see now and again in the top left. And I've got one of those this week. So a real player was a bounty. And I shot the shit out of him and turned him in. And you get access to a random bounty. So you could be riding around anywhere, and but I had one. And it was so awkward because it's on that island in Flat Lake.
So wait, sorry. How do you find out that it's activated? Is it just
it just pops up on the map like a hideout? Okay. It just pops up.
I got you.
And,
maybe I just haven't encountered.
But you know, Flatiron Lake. You know that big lake.
Yeah.
You know, you got that island there, and there's that's where you get crabs from and stuff. So I was on that, and I think I was getting crabs because that was one of the dailies.
Oh, you got crabs.
I got crabs. And then so I was on there, and a bounty showed up on there, right? And I'm like, how am I supposed to get him back? Because, and so I eventually
put him in a boat.
Yeah, I put him in a boat. Well, there's 2 bounties there actually.
Okay, I got you.
So I just killed the one. I was like, I can't do this.
I'll come back for you later.
Yeah, and then I kept one alive, threw him in a boat that I eventually stole. It took a little bit of getting, and then got the boat over to shore, got that, and then by the time I just did that, there was like 1 minute left on the boat. I couldn't get the dead guy, so it was a bit of an awkward place for a bounty to pop up. But yeah, I've been getting quite a few of those.
That's why they went there, because they knew you'd have a hard time coming after them.
And to be fair, they were right, but I did turn one in at least. We did the story missions as well. The negative.
Oh, the evil ones.
Yeah, the evil ones, and the last one is pretty good. You rob a bank in Saint Denis. And then you
I'm
jump.
surprised they haven't got more robbing of banks
in
the game somehow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that's what I would like. I would like more co-op stuff, because there's obviously the free roam events, which are all PvP.
That's
and
it.
I did 2 of those because there was a daily recently. And I'm like, it's so frustrating because all people do is just kill you over and over and over. And it's like, this is not fun to me.
Well, I was saying to Marsh, like, I would happily, even if they hid the co-op, if they made more of those co-op story missions,
Yeah.
but they hide them behind a gold. Like you have to buy them for gold.
Yeah.
I
Right,
would,
right,
I would
sure,
be
sure.
like, oh, that is absolutely fine with me. Do like 4 of
Yeah.
those because then I
Yeah,
can do my dailies and I'm working towards
Yeah.
getting some missions that I'm going to enjoy and play again and again.
sure.
So, yeah, I wish they would do more of those, and that would force me to get gold, and then some people would probably buy gold, and it would make
now
them
SLH is talking smack
more money.
about Red Dead.
Yeah, Red Dead's the best. But yeah, we get John in our Discord saying, "Oh my God, talk more Red Dead," so you can't please everyone.
Yeah.
It is
That's right.
it is the greatest game ever. Sorry, Stu.
It is a
you
very
can
good
come
game,
back
no
now.
Oh,
doubt.
sorry. Are you finished?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
I guess.
Hate it. I don't even play it. I hate it.
You like
maybe
the
if you
game, though,
tried it,
Stu.
you'd like it.
You like the game.
I like the first single player game, but I ain't interested.
Well, maybe
in
you would like the
doing
multiplayer if you tried it.
menial tasks forever.
Forever.
Bounty
Isn't
hunting ain't no menial task, man. Bounty hunting is ridding the world of evil.
Isn't that all video games, though?
Yeah. What menial task are you doing in the middle of the Little Nightmares? Running from teachers.
Okay, we can move on. Let's no more
Anyway,
Red Dead.
yes.
No more Red
Stu, what do you got?
All right, okay. I've got something good. Because Chinny's gonna make his first foray into Half-Life Alyx this week.
Dead. Yeah.
I have been playing. This is. Do you know what? I am absolutely blown away. Now you may or may not remember, but just before Christmas, some dude had made a mod in Half-Life Alyx that allowed you.
Oh,
to
don't talk
play-
about Half-Life, Alex. I'm not interested in that game. You should talk about it. Bored.
Allowed you to play BioShock within
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Half-Life Alyx.
Oh yeah.
which was impressive. You know, it was sort of about an hour long or something. So this dude made this game that was an hour long, like a mod.
Mm-hmm.
In the last 6 months, this dude's been working on this,
You know.
and he's made a full 6-chapter game that lasts about 5 hours.
Damn.
This dude has just gone, you know what? I'm gonna make a whole game in the BioShock
Like recreating all of
universe.
BioShock, or like just it's his
No,
own
no, no.
Game,
So-
original game?
He's used quite a lot of the environments from the original game, so you do recognize a lot of the places you go to. He has also used a lot of assets from Half-Life Alyx. The zombies work perfectly within BioShock, though. It's great. But he's added voice acting. He's like added animations for a dude who helps you out, you know, and guides you around and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And he's come up with his own story, and the story is that the Combine want to find the source of Adam so they can use it to help them take over the world.
Dude.
And it's like he's come up with this whole thing. There's cutscenes, there's like screens where the leader of the Combine comes on and says, well, what are you still doing here? Yeah, we're gonna track you down or whatever, you know. So he's added everything to this game. I'm just astounded. And he's balanced it a lot, because when I played the first one, I found it quite difficult. There was too many enemies, you know, in certain areas. In the updated version, it feels way more balanced. There's auto saving now, so you don't have to manually save all the time.
That's good.
It's got Vita chambers, which function as save points in the game. So that sort of works. And
Well, I would hope so.
he's added
Go ahead.
plasmids. So the dude's gone.
So
"Nah."
this is BioShock before BioShock has given us a VR game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now the general consensus is that obviously BioShock developers must have gone, yeah, it's fine, just do what you want, because it's obviously not been issued any takedown notices or anything like that. And
That we know of.
not that we're aware of. But oh my god, it's so much fun. And
doesn't
I mean,
do
it could also
BioShock.
make sense for it also makes sense that maybe they see it as like free advertising, and like
Yeah.
people would want to play the original, and once they
It
play
doesn't do
this-
Bioshock any harm, does it?
no,
Yeah,
and
really.
it's honestly the level of detail he's gone into, and obviously because it's using the Half-Life engine, it
Mhm.
looks incredible. Like Rapture looks amazing. You know, when you stood in the areas from the original game, that that initial area where you arrive,
Yeah.
it's just like wow. I'm like in BioShock. It's honestly, I am blown away with this dude and what he's created.
It looks like an impressive technological achievement.
It is. It's massively impressive for something that's free. There are some things that people should be aware of when they play this game, though. Okay, one of the main things that you need to be aware of is the load screens are horrific.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So between areas, right, most of the time, I think it's crashed. It takes that long, and it's also like it has crashed. So you just get a frozen screen for about maybe up to 2 minutes, and then suddenly it'll say press trigger to continue or whatever, and it's like, oh, it is still working. So you do have to be patient between areas. You know, when it then loads in the areas, you're like, oh yeah. But bloody lighting, like I said, the detail in the environments, it's nothing short of incredible what this guy's done. I'm absolutely blown away.
And he's presumably vying for a job in video.
Who
game
knows? I
development.
mean, this is just one dude on his own who's made this.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he doesn't have
amazing.
kids.
I'm guessing he
Yeah, I
probably
know,
doesn't,
right?
because the amount of hours he must have spent making this must be ridiculous. But yeah, if you want, look, it's on Steam Workshop. It's as easy as just installing it, just subscribing to it on Steam Workshop, and it's there to play. It's just phenomenal. Got a VR headset? You played Half-Life, Alex? This is what you need to now play.
Yeah,
Because
play it.
This, right? And this is no word of a lie. This is probably better than 90% of the VR games out there.
Is this the second best VR game you've ever played now? Or does the Climb win that?
Beat Saber and the Climb are up there. This is definitely in the
Saber,
top
yeah.
five. Top five
Right.
games on VR that I've ever played.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't you forget about
Oh,
poker.
and poker. And poker, of
Don't you
course.
forget about poker.
Poker,
Don't
of
forget
course.
about Killer's Dream VR edition.
Don't forget about Killer's Dream. But yeah, look, honestly, blown away. Totally blown away.
Yes.
This-
Okay, we got that. Is
Dude
there
is
anything
a
else you want to say
genius.
about it, or you want to just keep saying how blown away
It's
you
just
are? going over it?
amazing. Even
Right.
the level
No,
structure.
Thank you.
No.
Right, moving on.
Amazing.
Okay. It does look very nice. Yes, thank you. Okay. So I've been playing a bunch of games I'm gonna talk about real fast. Don't put up video for these, Chinny, because there's nothing much to say about them.
Gotcha.
Angerfoot, you're right. It is fun, Stu. I was frustrated by how quickly you ran out of ammo and how hard it is to get more ammo, because I didn't realize that you have to throw your gun away in order to get the other person's gun. But once I figured that out, it was a little easier. So it is good. There's not much to say about it.
It is what it is.
I've been playing No Man's Sky, which I'm getting to some of that new content now. So I found some animal that someone kept as a pet, and it's like hinting at me having a pet, but I still haven't found a pet yet. But I have made a better base this time. Last time I made a base that was way too cramped, and whatever. Anyway, Rocket League. I've thought a lot about. So I went back to Rocket League. I'm like, yeah, back into Rocket League. And I've started to realize that, I mean, this is not new, but the adrenaline in Rocket League is so much more intense than any other game I've ever played. Call of Duty, Battlefield, sports games, none of them have ever made me feel quite so tense and desperate to win, desperate to score as Rocket League does. And that means the highs are higher and the lows are lower. And then I wonder, and like, I don't have the desire to keep playing it the way I used to a few years ago. Not that I'm not playing it, like I am playing it, but I'll win once or twice and then be like, okay, I'm going to step away now. And I think it's because I'm trying to manage the addiction. Yes. Look at Chinny's uvula. But it's
Oh my
the
God.
type of thing where I might be mellowing with age, but I do think that you start to realize, one of the things I think that's an intelligent thing to do with your addiction is to realize that you have to figure out what you're giving up in order to chase that addiction. And we all obviously have video game addictions that we give up other things for. I could be reading more, things like that. Yeah, whatever. The point is that, Stephen King talked about he decided he needed to get clean of drugs when he realized that the drugs were Annie in Misery. Like, he was tired of being Annie's pet writer. He was being trapped. And I think it's not that I'm trapped by Rocket League exactly. It's just that the trade-off isn't as worth it as it once was. So I don't know.
I think
I'm still
that
playing it.
happens though, doesn't it? Games wear off.
Right. And I'm surprised that it's taken this long for Rocket League to wear off, to be honest, because there aren't many games that I've kept playing for so long.
But
I think Battlefield
That
and
is
Call of
true.
Duty.
That is true, but I don't know.
But games wear off. Like, I think
Yeah, they do.
Skyrim wore off eventually.
It eventually did.
For me, PUBG, it wore off. Warzone
Yeah.
wore off, and then I
Right.
can't jump back on it again. Halo
Yeah.
Wars wears off.
I mean,
Like,
I can go back to Skyrim, and I do
Yeah.
periodically.
I could play Halo
It doesn't have the
Wars.
same grip on me, though.
I could
yeah.
play Halo Wars tomorrow. I would happily play it. But I don't know. It just, that desire just isn't there anymore, and
Yeah.
you kind of feel like maybe you've got where you needed to get to.
Yeah, you've got your fill in effect. You've
you
got
can-
what you
Well,
want to
not
get
totally
out.
yet. I mean, I'm still playing it, but it's not. But it is the thing of like, especially even when I'm playing with DI people, because last month I got a lot of my points in the looking for group organization Damage Incorporated. It is a good organization, but they had so many Minecraft events that I just mostly went to Minecraft events, and then the people who were organizing those had to step down. So I'm going to a lot more Rocket League events, and like, it's so frustrating because there will be 6 people in an event. So we're like, okay, we'll play 3v3 scrimmages, and one person will be really, really good. And so they'll just score over and over and over again. And if you're not on their team, it's just the most frustrating experience in the world.
Oh yeah.
I wish there were a way to handicap somehow so that if someone scores like 3 goals within 1 minute, maybe their car goes 90% as fast as everybody else's car.
Wow.
That would never
Something like that. Just
Yeah,
something to
level
make the
playing
game a little
field
more
or not.
even.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know whether that.
Because that's what happens in chess and Go. Like, there's ways to make the game more challenging for those who are really good at them and more enjoyable for those who aren't as good. I would love to see something like that in Rocket League.
Yeah, but that should come about because of matchmaking, shouldn't it? That should come about because.
Well, yeah, but that's not an option when you're playing 3v3 scrimmages. Like when you have a small group of people. Like if we had a veteran gamers play date, Antonio and Chinny would stomp people, and those who are just starting to play or download it for the first time when we have a play date would be very frustrated. And it would be cool if there was some way to kind of level the playing field a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I don't want to talk about Rocket League all day. It's a great game, but I'm playing a little less of it now.
Good.
I got one more game to talk about. Should I talk about it now or talk about it later?
Go for it.
Do it.
Okay. So there's this game I bought a while ago called She Remembered Caterpillars.
She remembered.
Very weird title. Very
It
weird
is
game.
very strange.
But it is a good game. It's a puzzle game. And there's this story that's kind of dumb. I'm not really paying much attention to the story. And it's kind of cryptic because it's like in the form of dialogue and you're not sure who's talking and all that crap.
So
However-
you're saying this is my type of game?
Yeah, I
Oh
know,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
The graphics are beautiful. It's very clear how to play, even though at the start of the game they tell you nothing. They just throw you into the first level. It's like, here, deal with this. I don't love the aesthetic quite so much. So I'll get to the way you play the game in a minute, but basically you're on this like fungal area, and there are these little creatures that move around on the screen, and everything's kind of bulbous. Everything's kind of mushroom looking. And I'm just not crazy about that aesthetic. It's kind of messy in a way. It's cute and the graphics are good and it's smooth animation, but I wish it were more technological than
It's well drawn.
natural.
It
is
is
well
just maybe it's more aesthetically pleasing than functionally
Yeah.
pleasing.
No, I
maybe.
mean, the functions are fine. It's not confusing in any way. It's just, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like mushroom aesthetics. So anyway,
it kind of
here, let's
reminds
talk about
me
the game.
in Tom and Jerry, where
Yeah.
you get you've got background animators or background artists,
right,
and
right.
the animators, and you could always tell. Say if
Oh, sure.
if Tom was going to lift a house brick up out of a bunch of house bricks, you could always
Mm-hmm.
tell that one house brick was different from the others because the others were
Yeah,
a
sure.
background image. It kind of looks like that,
Yeah.
where you've got like a background image
Yeah.
which is really well drawn, and then
Mm-hmm.
the foreground stuff, the moving stuff, is drawn almost by like a different artist on
Yeah,
purpose.
that may be the case.
Yeah, but like
So anyway,
it's all
the-
sort of done purposely.
Yeah, the way it works is you have little dudes who jump around.
Yep.
And they're different colors.
Uh-huh.
And as people can see on the screen, there's red bridges and blue bridges and red gates and blue gates. And Bill Gates. So red people can go over the red bridges, blue people cannot. The bridge will open up and push you back if you try to go over it and you're the wrong color.
Uh-huh.
Gates work the opposite way. So if you're blue, you can go through a red gate, but you can't go through a blue gate.
That's confusing.
It is confusing at first, but again, like when you start playing it, like it makes sense right away.
Uh-huh.
Then they add one element. So the first puzzle is just, I think you're just a blue dude on with a blue bridge, and you just have to go over the blue bridge, right? So that's how you figure out, oh, okay, that's something. And then I think they introduce a gate and you have to go around it instead of through it and whatever. So then they start adding more elements. So they add a different color, right? Okay. And then they show you how you can combine the two characters of different colors to make that third color. So you have a red dude and a blue dude, you mush them together and you have a purple dude. And purple dude can go over blue bridges or red bridges. And eventually it becomes, okay, you have to sort of transport people here and then, separate. And then the blue guy goes back over the bridge and the red dude goes onto the platform where he has to end up. It's really kind of smooth in that way for the first few levels. And then it starts to get pretty complicated around chapter 10. And it's like, my brain's hurting. And I haven't given up on it yet. And I'm hoping I don't, because I really like these kinds of games where you can do a level or two and then stop. Yeah, it at a certain point, it kind of feels like, that puzzle about the fox with the chicken and the feed and the river. It's like, I'm like, oh, I don't want to solve endless variations of that where you have to like shepherd people around and move them this way and that way. But on the other hand, like I don't know. I've had a lot of fun with it. It's very well made. If you like puzzle games, you could do worse.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. So yeah, now I'm trying to work it out, and I'm like, no. Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
We already did an escape room for work this week, like a virtual one.
Yeah.
I know.
Wait, are you playing this, Ginny? Is this you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was just looking at it, trying to work it out.
I got you. Okay. Sorry, escape room.
We did like a virtual escape room where they took like 360 pictures of a real escape room, and then you can click and do stuff. And I've spent all my thinking points on that, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Stu's rubbing his eyes. Update, everybody.
Oh my God. You can't do anything now.
I know, I can't even have a what.
I've just got an itchy eye.
Yeah.
All right. So who's next?
So
Anybody
She
else got
Remembered
anything?
Caterpillars. Not a fan? A fan?
No, I am. It's a fun game. It's not the greatest graphics in the world, but it is cute, and the gameplay is what matters most, and it's good gameplay. So
Ooh. Cool.
Yep.
Lovely job.
Good. I guess it's me next because Chinny hasn't got out else.
Nope.
He's done.
Nope.
He's done. I've only got two more games to talk about. One's an old game, right? And I've noticed that I downloaded this on Steam. I bought it cheap on Steam ages ago when it was on sale.
Okay.
One of my favorite games of all time, Bayonetta. So I was like,
oh Christ,
I'm going to give this another play because I love this game.
Yes, you do.
Wow. I'll be honest, going back is not always a good thing.
No.
Uh-oh.
No, it isn't new.
No.
Because as much as I love this game back in the day, flipping out, the camera is horrific. I'd forgotten how bad the camera was. Oh God. Even just like turning the camera around, it's like in slow motion.
The graphics haven't aged well.
No, it is an old game now.
I remember it being like a decent looking game though.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look terrible. I mean, the cutscenes look pretty cool still. And she's still as sassy as ever, which I love. But
I'm glad she hasn't gotten less sassy.
She is not less sassy. But
She's a sassy lassie.
Sassy lassie. It has not aged well. It really hasn't.
No. So
And if
when
she were
was
drinking
this?
a dessert beverage from India, she could be drinking a sassy lassie.
Indeed, she could.
Is this 2010? I think, Stu.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's as long ago as 11 years.
Wow.
Dude.
11 years old. This game.
Hey, I watched Inception this week again. It's like the first time I watched Inception was in the cinema.
Oh, okay.
There it is. And it's funny, Stu, because about going back and going, oh, this is not as good as I remember, right? And I was like, wow, Inception is 11 years old. I've always wanted to watch it again.
Yeah.
And I watched it again, and it is a good movie. All right? I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but it's like Christopher Nolan's formula is old now. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen it.
Right.
And I'm like, my favourite part, I'm sorry to deviate off from Bayonetta, Stu.
No, it's fine.
Right, but
Same year, I like the connection.
yeah, there's a connection. It did remind me of it. But the thing is, with Inception, right? So I'll jog your memory. What's going on? So Leo is this
Okay.
architect, right? He's this architect. And he makes world, but he doesn't do it anymore because he's got some bad memories about his dead wife, right?
Yep.
Anyway, Elliot Page, he comes in. She's now a he. It's all complex.
Look, it was a she at the
It's
time
she
it
at
was
the time.
made.
I don't
It's
know.
fine.
Let me just call that person Paige, right? So Paige
Yeah.
comes
Yes.
in, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, I'm the architect. Yeah, I'm the new one." And Leo says, "Yo, draw me a map that I can solve. What takes me more than a minute to solve." So Paige is like, "All right." She draws like a square map. Okay. Leo leans over. Piss easy. Fuck off. Do another one, Paige. Paige does another square map, right? Leo grabs it, solves it in like 30 seconds. Fuck off, Paige. All right, do another one.
I don't remember this dialogue, but
No,
I'll
no,
go along with
I'm ad-libbing a little bit, right? And then Paige draws a circle map. Leo leans over as if he's never seen a fucking circle in his life. He goes, "What the fuck is a circle map?" And like, there's lots of like nonsense in like. That's why I think Nolan's best movies are the Batman movies, because the nonsense is the comic book nonsense. Do you know what I mean? Whereas
Yeah,
in
I can
Tenet
see that.
and Interstellar and Inception, the nonsense is time and space and whatever. But like the nonsense in Batman is just a fucking grown man in a stupid costume walking around everywhere. And then he gets all that out of the way and he just concentrates on making fantastic cinematic moments. But Inception is like, there's all these stupid rules, like you can't make buildings from your memory, but you can use lamps and pavements. And what are you talking about? What? Like, what are you going on about? And it just makes no sense at all. But anyway, Bayonetta's still awful. That's what I
And by the
wanted
way,
to really...
Elliot Page, he, him, or they, them.
Sure.
He, him, or they, them. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. I have got one more game to quickly talk about, and it is quick. This is a game on Android. I'm not sure if it's on iOS. It possibly is. And it's called Queen Rock Tour.
Queen Rock Tour.
Queen
This is
Rock
the
Tour.
band Queen?
Yeah, so this is basically Rock Band, the game with Queen.
Is this new?
On an Android. I don't think it's been out for a long time. But it's
Is
basically
this
just...
real life?
No.
Is this just fantasy?
I see what
Caught
you
in
did
a
there.
landslide.
That's good.
No escape from reality.
Easy come.
And it's, do you know what? They've done the freemium model, but
Oh
not...
my god, it looks like a Nintendo Mii version of it.
It is. It's just
Wow, it
so
does.
cute.
Yeah. So are you
but-
tapping the screen then? to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
this?
So you have to tap the screen, swipe the screen, move the screen with your thumbs, and it just
Wow.
works. I mean, I must admit, control-wise, it's
This
fine.
looks like fucking trash.
I might try it if I were into Queen, which I am not. If they ever did a Primus or Ministry version of this, I would try.
Yeah.
Let me guess there,
Yeah, you
dude.
have to
I
love
don't think they're
Queen.
going to do that.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never
Yeah,
know.
if you love Queen,
They made a
right,
Ministry
you
version
may
of Connect
well
4.
like this. You may like
Yeah.
this, but you've got to be a Queen fan, I think, for this to work.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of
Well, yeah.
Queen, but I don't mind them.
They've
You know, I don't
got
mind
got some good tunes.
Good
Like-
music.
It's got a
the
certain
Champions, a
cuteness
great
to
song.
it. It has to be said. You unlock venues as you go along. You can do Live Aid.
Of course. Yeah.
Why not? And it's just kind of fun. And it's you pay, you get the first 2 songs for free, okay? But then instead of having to buy tokens or whatever, you just pay £3 and it unlocks the whole game.
So what 2 songs do you get for free?
Stuff I've never even heard before.
Of course. So you don't get like another One Bites the Dust and
No, they give you one of the
Bohemian Rhapsody.
more popular songs to play. So they do give you
It's
one
just
of
that
those.
Stu's
to
never
try
heard of
out.
it.
No, the first 2 I have no idea what they are. And then when you finish playing, he goes, "Do you want to try one of the premium songs?" And it just gives
Okay.
you. I think it might be another One Bites the Dust or something like that.
Dum, dum.
So by the way, each color is a different member of the band. So I can't remember who's who, but if you miss a color, then the part of the music just stops. So if you
Freddie
miss
Mercury is the
Fred-
guy who sings in Queen.
Yeah. So if you miss Freddie,
Yeah.
he just doesn't sing. So there's no
Gotcha.
singing.
All right.
And as soon as you obviously get going again, it comes back in. It's really well made, for a little mobile game. I actually think it's pretty cool. and he looks cute.
Did you
What more
buy
do you
the
want?
full version?
No.
Of course not.
It's really well made. It's cute. It's
It's really
fun.
well, it's
I
cute,
ain't
but
buying
it's
this
fun.
shit.
Stu's all about looking out for the developer, like the little guy
Yeah.
who wants to expose
No, this
these.
isn't. No, this is by Gameloft. I mean, those guys make flipping millions off little mobile games.
What did
So
they
this-
make before though?
Most of them
Oh, God,
rip-offs of
they-
other people's
Yeah,
games.
they do rip-offs of everything. They made all sorts
They've
of
done
shit.
a PUBG rip-off. They've done.
Yeah, they've done everything.
Yeah, I think they did a
So
Skyrim.
I don't.
rip-off,
I
didn't
think they do all right. I don't think they have to worry.
They just throw loads of shit at the wall, basically.
Yeah, they do, and see what sticks.
Isn't that most game mobile developers though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. But these, God knows how much they had to pay for the licensing. I think there's something like 30 tracks in the full game.
And you're sure it's not like another fun bites the dust? Like maybe they're just doing slightly different
Another
versions.
fun bites
Like
the
on
dust.
30 Rock, like
they are the
synonyms, just
proper
another
versions.
name for the word you want to use.
No, they are the proper songs
All
by
they
Queen.
hear is television goo goo.
So you can try it for free. Queen Rock Tour on Android, it's free. So you have nothing to lose.
We will cock you.
We
Okay.
will, we will make some
don't even
noise,
know what
but
to say
not
to
too
that one.
loud.
Wowzers.
Yeah. Right.
Um,
Okay. Anybody have any other games that they've played or want to talk about?
Nope.
No.
Okay. So do we have news?
We do have some news.
The
We have
shit.
some news.
The news first.
Well, now you're
God,
on the,
because
you're
I
on
wanted to make sure this continued going on.
you're
for
on
longer.
camera. I'm gonna full screen you because you're. Here we go.
Oh.
What? There you are. You're distracted now, Stu.
I know. So anyway, here's the news.
Yeah.
Here's the news.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of news this week. It's not a lot of news. But I don't know whether you're aware of. Are you aware of the Taiwanese horror game Devotion? Remember this? So basically, Red Candle Games launched a game called Devotion, which is revered as one of the best horror games ever made. People love this game.
Okay.
But they made a reference within the game to Winnie the Pooh, comparing it to the Chinese president. Now,
Okay.
this caused a bit of shit because obviously Chinese president doesn't like being compared to Winnie the Pooh at all. Put it in the
Right.
game, not a good idea.
So how did they compare? And
I've
granted,
no clue.
I don't know
I just-
much about either Winnie the Pooh or the Chinese president, to be honest.
I remember this because it was a big thing because it literally got removed from every store that it was on at
So
the
how
time.
did they compare the two? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Does he like
I don't
honey?
know.
Does the Chinese president
I
like
think
honey?
I'm assuming it's to how he looks. I
Oh, is
don't
he
know.
a little chubby bear?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Is he
But
a little,
anyway.
is he a little fat bastard?
Possibly.
Let's Google
Possibly,
him.
that's what it is. But it was given 9 out of 10, sort of, by reviewers and such like at GameSpot. They liked it, and they said it's a lot like PT. So it was that kind of vibe to the
Oh
game.
yeah. dude.
Exactly. But everyone loved it. I mean, it was across the board. It was loved. But got removed. Good Old Games recently said, "Oh well, we'll put it on our store." But then obviously some more shit went down. Then they went, "We're not doing it." So that didn't happen. So eventually, they've basically opened their own store, Red Candle Games, to release the
To
game
sell it.
themselves to sell it. Yeah, so you
Do
can buy it.
do they want to get killed by the Chinese government?
Maybe.
Is that what they're trying to do?
Maybe.
Screw that dude. Free the Uyghurs.
It's not a huge amount of cash if you want to play this. It's not a huge amount of cash. It's
thing
like
is,
it's like
Stu,
13 quid.
Thing is, I don't want to play it.
About
I
13
don't want
pounds.
to play
I
it.
might do this. Because it's got so much
Hype.
like attention. I feel like I need to have a play of it now to see.
You're
if it
journalistic.
really is
You're the
as
journalist
good.
in
You
you.
could
wants
also
to
write
do
a
it.
letter
I
to
know. I want to know. I
demand
want to
the
know.
freedom
if
of.
this is good. And
There's a-
13 quid isn't a huge amount of outlay to play.
There's a
it.
Chinese human rights activist who's currently in prison. You could write a letter on her behalf too.
Maybe.
I mean, he's more likely to
I
buy the
don't know.
game, which is his way of doing his bit, Duke.
Yeah, I think I'll just do that. I think I'm just gonna
Right.
do that.
That has
You
a lot of
know.
impact.
There's some non-news. Some non-news this week.
Tomato, potato.
Non-news. There was an announcement from the Dying Light 2 studio
Oh no.
saying that there'll be some news very soon about the release of the game.
Oh yeah.
That was it.
Because
That was all
didn't
did.
they get didn't the guy who ran all that get in trouble?
I
Because
don't know. There's
he
some
was-
stuff.
I
I do
think there
remember
was
some
some
stuff going down.
Sexual harassment accusations flying around there. I think or something.
Possibly. Quite
Sounds like
possibly.
it's just a matter of time before every guy is eventually revealed to be a sexual
Yeah.
scumbag.
Not every guy, Duke. It's not every person.
That's why I said it's a matter of time. It seems
Oh,
like
okay.
there's 100 million people. I thought, oh, there's no way they're ever going to be. Oh, no. Yeah, they are.
But anyway, everybody was questioning whether this would ever get released.
Yes.
So they went, now, just to let you know, there's going to be some news very soon.
News.
This
about
news is no news. The
It's a
news
shame
is no news.
because Dying Light 2 looked amazing. It looked.
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Let's hope it still is amazing when it eventually
'Cause
releases.
Dying
but
Light, that was a fucking game when it Dying Light.
I'll be honest, I always worry when stuff's in development hell for a long time.
Yeah, it never goes well, does it?
No, it's always
Really?
a concern.
Oh, come
It's
on. We all
always a
love
massive
Duke Nukem
concern.
forever.
Oh, why didn't you just mention that?
The only game that I sort of vaguely remember being in development hell and turning out quite good was Splinter Cell Conviction. Remember that game?
Oh, yeah, I love that game.
You're right.
Oh.
Do you wanna switch your webcam off for a sec?
What a game. Oh. Anyway,
God, whose idea was this?
in other news, Life is Strange True Colors has been announced.
I see your true colors.
And
Where's the Cindy Lauper rhythm?
here's the big news. Here's the big news.
True colors.
Here's the big news. It isn't going to be episodic. It's literally going to be just a game. No
Well,
episode.
is it going to be like the? Isn't it going to be like the prequel to the season 2 stuff?
I've no clue. I've no clue where it fits in the timeline, but it's
Well,
just
because
gonna
they
be a
did
game.
a standalone thing, didn't they? For the before season 2 came out, they did like a standalone. Was it Captain something?
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that was. Something.
was-
But that is in the second game, in the middle of it.
Yeah.
No, that fits in the middle of the second game, the bit that you play.
Sure.
Interesting.
Sure.
But you know what? You know what though?
What do I know?
I see your true
When you know I got my nails done, hair done, everything did.
shining through.
This is, by the way, this isn't by the main developers at Life is Strange. This is by the guys who made Before the Storm. So they did like the sort of little game that was sort of set before Life is Strange.
And that's why I love
So it is like different development. But you know what? I've enjoyed all the other games, so I'll probably like this. It'll be weird playing one that you just play. You don't have to wait every month for a new episode to come out.
It's fine.
Yes.
Don't acknowledge my singing. So it's all right.
I'm not
It's
doing
great singing.
Doesn't hurt my feelings at all.
And the
Beautiful.
final news this week, this is just weird. This is a weird thing to do, I feel. Very odd
Okay,
thing
hit
to
us.
do.
What? Smear Vaseline on your steering wheel in your car? That's a bit of a
That
weird
would
thing.
be a very weird thing to do,
Yeah.
but that's not it.
Wait, y'all don't do that?
No, I don't do that.
I like to live on the edge.
Basically,
My steering wheel.
Sony have announced the controllers for the new VR headset, but not the actual VR headset.
Mm. Well, that is the VR headset.
Well, they want to trickle out the news so they get the maximum press attention.
So it's like, here's the controllers.
And it's working on this show. Tell us about these controllers.
The interesting thing is there are no ones, so it's not going to use the bloody horrible ones from the last generation to control. So that'll be an improvement in itself.
Okay.
And they're also including the haptic feedback stuff and the like tension control triggers
Oh, thank God.
and all that stuff in the new controllers, which apparently is a game changer. I mean, I haven't tried out a PS5 because like who can get one of them things? But everybody who has it just, everybody who has just loses the shit over the controller.
Yeah, but is it one of those things? It's going to be one of those things, isn't it? Where you remember when the Vita came out and go, oh my God, it's got a touch screen on the back. This changes.
Never use that shit thing. It was
fucking
terrible.
Everything. Oh my! And then no one uses it.
Don't know, but it'll be interesting to see. So that they've announced that, but not the headset itself, so nobody knows what that's going to look like. But there's controllers for it.
It's going to look like a goddamn bucket over your head, but
It's
just
gonna
the
look like a
eyes.
goddamn bucket.
Yep.
On a bucket on my head. That's it. That's the news. There isn't any other news. That was it. There probably is other news, but I couldn't be asked.
Brilliant. I can see
there's
why
no
everybody
emails.
doesn't listen to this show.
I know. There's no emails tonight. But there are speak pipes. There's 3 of them, in fact.
Shit.
Pipe!
Oh my
It's
God.
a way to leave a
No,
message
no, it's
for
Is
you.
that really from him?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Whoa!
Wait till you hear it. Wait till you hear
All
it.
right.
Just stay calm.
Well,
Stay calm.
The
going
first one
on?
is from Lewis. Nothing. Don't worry about it. The first one's from Lewis. You
Okay.
ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, veterans. It's Lewis here. I am just speak piping in because literally the day after I sent the message about the PS5, my uncle rang up to buy it off me for £100 extra to what I paid for it.
Oh, snap. Now, for those who don't remember, Lewis was being very kind to his friend, his brother,
Friend, I think.
someone
Yeah, I think it was his friend. It was his
who
friend.
wanted a PS5, and he spent a lot of money, and he had to look really hard because they're hard to find. And then as soon as he procured it for his friend or brother, that person said, "Hey, I just got a PS5." So he's like, "Great, what the fuck am I going to do with this now?" So it's good news that he was able to sell it to a sap that he knows.
Yeah, I'm trying to
So-
understand why his uncle would pay an extra £100 for it.
Maybe,
Well, maybe
he's
he'll
helping-
explain in the
he's-
remaining time of the speak
Oh, okay,
pipe.
okay.
Sale anymore. But I have been asked how I managed to get one and an Xbox. And there's this app called Hotstock that notifies you whenever you can choose which products you want to track, and it'll tell you when they're coming to shops like John Lewis. So if you quit, you can get there. But if
But only if your last name is also Lewis, because then you can go
Yeah, I
into
see
John
what he did
anybody does actually want help finding a PS5 and Xbox, just drop me a message on Discord because I have quite a bit of free time at the moment, so I wouldn't mind.
And I don't mind using it to help random idiots on the internet
Yeah.
find hard to
Of course
locate
I'll pay you
electronics.
for it when you've sent TV.
Yeah.
helping
Yeah.
anyone out. It does sometimes take a while. So if you do want some help, I'm here. But yeah,
This could be a long con that we're enabling. Like, yeah,
Could
sure.
be,
give
could be,
money.
could be.
that app Hotstock, if you want PS5, that's you go to probably, and an Xbox. Also, you said you said this podcast want for people under 18. Well, I listened to this when I was 13. You could have told me that back then. But, you know,
When have we ever said it's not
I
for under
suppose.
18s? We
Anyway,
don't care.
yeah. Cheers. See you there.
Oh, I made a new sound clip. I played at the beginning of the show. Here,
Yeah.
Veteran Gamers Podcast is not for children. Okay. So if you're listening and you're under the age of 18, turn the show off, you piece of shit.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, you
Yeah.
started adding it. Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
But the thing is, though,
Thank you.
if you were under 18, you would carry on listening, wouldn't you? You wouldn't.
Yeah,
Well,
you
of
got
course,
it.
but I am legally protected now.
Yes.
If some parent were like, "Hey, what is this teacher doing?"
Yeah. I like it because you're legally protected.
Yeah.
It sets the tone of the show quite nicely.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
people know what they're in for.
Yeah. And also, if you are under 18, you would just probably carry on listening anyways.
Of course you would.
All right, Chinny, here's the question then.
Yeah.
You have 3 guesses as to who sent the next speak pipe. Ready, go.
Well, I'm guessing it's somebody quite.
Just guess somebody.
unusual. I don't know who it could be. Could it be? Oh God, the guy who sent that song in.
No, Will I Am. No, it's not
No,
Will I
not
Am.
Will I Am,
2
no.
more guesses.
Is it? You got to give me American or English.
American.
It's American.
He is definitely American.
Bloody hell, I can't.
We haven't heard from him in a long time.
Quandrian.
It's true. Yes, it is Quandrian.
No
Yay!
way. Wow. So,
right, that's what I said.
so just for people that might not
right.
know, people that Quandrian used to do old retro reviews on our show, and we had to cut them down by, I don't know,
90%.
It was horrendous.
Quandrian is a lovely man, but he used to
He's a
talk
great
lot.
guy, and he's very passionate about
Very
like very
passionate.
small games
Always-
made by individuals or small groups.
Yeah, always championing the little guys like Stu, you know.
Champion the little guys.
But
that's
also, like Stu, just talked a lot. And bless him, I love him. I love
Yeah,
him.
I'm amazed this isn't the full speak pipe length.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to send you the 7 that he sent.
Yeah. All right, well, let's hear
Let's
it.
do it.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go.
Hi there, guys. It's me, Quanrian, and it's been a long time, but I wanted to give you an indie game review, and it's for an indie game. It's on Xbox Live Indie Games. All you have to do is dig out your Xbox 360 and go to the indie game section, and it's a game about a walking simulator game, and it's called Indie Game, the Indie Game, and it's a walking simulator where you walk around as a guy playing an indie game, looking for another indie game, and it's like indie gameception, but it did I say it's an indie game? Anyway, nice talking to you guys again. Bye.
No.
You were right the first time, Chinny. It is somebody pretending to be somebody else, just like the Will I Am guy.
This is a song from the people that never believed in me.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
still
that
the
I'm
best
pretty
thing
sure
ever.
that's John Mouse.
I'm pretty sure it's
pretty
John
sure
Mouse.
that's John Mouse.
I am.
But I'll tell you
totally
what,
think it's
John,
John Mouse.
that is a very good impression of Conjuring.
It is a very good
Because for the
impression.
first like 2 seconds, I was like, oh, it does sound like him, yeah. And, but it's and that is pretty much what he used to say.
So you want to play indie game, the indie game?
It's well,
Yeah,
it's
it sounds
funny
great.
that Inception got mentioned twice today.
It is. I thought that was brilliant
Yeah.
in light of what
Yeah.
you said earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Conjuring.
Indie
Oh,
game, the
boy.
indie game. There
Where
you
did he
go.
go?
Thank
I was,
you,
I was thinking
Quanrian,
he was
for
back,
sending us
but
that
where did he
speak
go?
note.
No
I
one
I know, right?
knows, who
No
knows
We would
where
like to
he
hear
is.
from him again. I always like to know where those people are.
That happens
hanging
now and
out
again,
now.
though, doesn't it? Like
Surface
where,
Lizard.
I might still have him on Skype. I'll
But
have a look.
that happens now and again, where people listen to the show,
Hello,
or
darlings.
contribute to the
What
show.
happened to Surface Lizard? You see, he
know,
just dropped completely off the radar.
But like, it happens, doesn't it? Where
Yeah.
like they just disappear, and you're like, oh, where
They
did
do.
they? What happened
They
to
do.
them? I don't know.
Yeah, Surface Lizard, bless him.
Yes, bless him.
SLH says, "How lovely is Lewis? Lewis
He
is
is.
lovely. Yeah, lovely Lewis. That's
He's a
what he is.
lovely lad.
Lewis.
He's a lovely lad.
All right. Speaking of people who are lovely, Derek Sainz sent a.
That's me.
I don't know why I played that. It was just in my clip. Anyway, Derek Sainz, SpeakPipe. Here we go.
Here we go.
Hello, veteran gamers. It's Derek Sainz back again.
Yay.
Today's the 21st of March 2021,
Yay.
but next weekend, the 28th of March weekend, I will have a quiz trilogy starting
Yay.
for you, a new quiz trilogy, I think I mentioned before, to do with movies.
Phew.
But today, I wanted to concentrate on a matter that's not really related to video games, so nothing unusual there. But I'm just about to fill in my 2021 UK census form.
Ooh.
And for anyone who doesn't know what a census is, it's something that happens in the UK every 10 years, either the 1st, the 11th, 21st, like 2001, 2011, 2021, which is this one, obviously. And it's basically a form which asks who lives in a certain address on a certain date, how many people living there, and there's various other personal questions. I'm assuming Stu and Chin, you've had their forms through the post this
Yes,
week.
I've
and I
filled
wonder if
mine
you
in.
are about to fill in dutifully the forms themselves, or maybe they've left it to their wives to do that. I don't know. There's lots of conspiracy theories about the UK census. I think it's been going since at least the early 20th century. It may have even started before then. I'm not 100% certain. But I wondered, does a census happen in other countries? Is it something exclusive to the UK? I don't know. I've never checked it online. So Duke can maybe confirm, does the USA have something similar to a census? And I'll just leave it at that. So I'll just say, keep on filling those forms in. And of course, keep on gaming.
Yeah. Thank you, Derek. We appreciate that.
Just
we
let
do
you know-
have something kind of like it. It's called the census,
Oh, okay.
and it's exactly the same
Really?
thing as you have over there.
But is it a legal requirement in this country? If you don't fill it in, you get fined.
Yeah, well, I don't think you get a fine here because that would never fly.
No.
They'll shoot the revenuers when they come up the drive. But they do send people around. If they don't get your form back, they'll have somebody to try to make contact with you. And it is a big deal because it has to do with like apportionment of funds and like schooling and all sorts of things like that.
Just to let you know, the census has been going since 1801, and there is only one instance where it didn't happen, which is in 1941, because obviously the World War II was going on.
Yeah. And by the way, one of the best things that Christopher Walken and Tim Meadows ever did was a Saturday Night Live sketch. It looks like it might be on the web. After the show is over, I will be playing the audio of this, and I hope you like it as much as I do. It's about the census, and it's great. Every time somebody mentions the census, I immediately think of this sketch. So. Thank you, Derek.
Yeah, thank you, Derek.
I was using my census letter as a coaster for my drink.
Have you actually filled it in, Ginny?
No.
Have you done it?
No, I have not.
Well, you need to because you'll get in trouble.
Well,
it's meant to be done by today, by the way.
Oh, is it? Well,
yeah, last time around in
fuck
2011, either 3 or 4 people got fined £1,000 for not filling it in.
Well, shag a donkey.
And something like 30-something people got fined £200 for not filling it in.
Good for them.
Manner.
Good for them.
So yeah,
I
better get filled in, man, unless you get a fine.
You can do it online, can't you?
Yeah. It takes about 15 minutes per person.
Fucking hell, fucking meta time, fucking hell.
They ask you a lot of questions. It's a lot of questions.
I could probably just do it now, couldn't I? While you're
No, it
blabbering on.
takes ages. You got to concentrate.
No, I don't. Name.
Yes, you do.
Why? What does he fucking ask you to do?
Everything. It wants to know everything.
Everything.
Penis size.
Want to know everything.
Does it want to know my top 10 video games?
How tall you are, how much you weigh.
Does it want to know how much gold I have in Red Dead Online?
Wants to know everything.
All right, are we ready for shout-outs?
No, we've got questions off Discord.
Oh my god! Fuck Discord, I hate it.
Discord.
Oh no, wait. It's probably that thing I switched.
Discord.
It's made it all okay. Discord. I'm surprised nobody else has mentioned that robot voice problem.
Okay, here we go. First question is from Neezy Does It.
Neezy Does It. Oh, you should have known by now.
Joysticks and chill, baby. Joysticks and chill. What feature would you like to see introduced in Red Dead Online? Could be a new role or property or whatever. What do you want to see?
Now,
you two people who play that game.
These aren't my.
I would like to see.
These aren't my ideas. These were the ideas of Lee Marsh, my good friend.
Oh,
because I asked him this question while we were playing Red Dead, and my plan was to ask him these questions, then steal his ideas and pass them on as my own on this show. But I can't do that to him because he listens to the show. Well, A, because he's a good friend, and B, because he listens to the show, and that's the real reason.
Okay.
He said a good one would be a robber, like a bank robber, house robber, burglar kind of thing, and then so because they always do like a good and bad one, don't they? So that would be the bad one, obviously, and the good one was like a herder, like an animal herder and stuff. And I always, but the one that I thought of was like a horse wrangler, because the wild horses in Red Dead Online are useless.
Yeah, they serve no purpose.
Right. So I was like, they need to do something. You see horses all the time. Why, if you captured some horses, tame them, look after them, manage them, like manage a stable, sell it, that for me would
ranch,
be
almost.
Like a ranch, or like you could have a farm. So you could have a farm and do some chores on there. I would love that. That would be fucking sick.
Yeah, that would.
That'd be like Duke would be right in there, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he'd be loving that. I'd love that.
By the way, I resisted the temptation to buy another crafting game this week.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, I want credit for not buying that game.
What would you add to Red Dead Online? What role?
I think it could be cool if they expanded. I mean, I agree. That's a really good idea to have a ranch of some kind that you could like settle down on, make it your home base instead of having the camp. I would like to see fishing, some sort of job where you fish. And I don't know how you'd make that into a whole profession, but Robin stagecoaches, perhaps. Robin trains.
Yeah, I'm shocked that isn't a thing you can do.
No,
because like you do that in the game, don't you? When you play, and you rob like banks and stuff in the game.
I think the tricky business is how do you make it so that there's a train that isn't always being robbed.
That's why they have to be set missions, don't they? They have to be sort of missions that you do and
instanced
and random instances, and that's why I think the robber, and then like you said, Duke, with the farmer, like a ranch, they're very careful about you having too big of a plot that you own.
Right.
But the moonshiner stuff, you do have a shack that is permanently there.
And that's the thing is that like. Maybe I have seen moonshiner shacks, but generally speaking, you see other people's camps, but those are very easy to move. And this was the same problem that Fallout 76 had. Like, how do you have a home in an MMO? And so they made it the camp thing that you could move around and stuff like that. And it's a special kind of problem that you face with an MMO.
Even if they added some small amounts of farming to your camp, do you know what I mean? If they added like a chicken pen that you can manage, or something where you
Yeah.
herd sheep, or just
A garden.
something just to change the pace. Because Red
I mean,
Dead,
they do it in No Man's Sky. You can set up a little mini farm in No Man's Sky.
that's it. And I think the reason why those things exist, like in No Man's Sky, and like why the fishing sometimes is so good to do in Red Dead, is because killing stuff is fun, but now and again you just want to fish and just chill. And I
sure.
think Red Dead would be great for that. But I'm
I
sure
agree.
they're working on some
Also,
shit.
Rocket League. If they did Rocket League with horses, and
Yeah.
you put a rocket on your horse,
double
that would be
jump your
awesome.
horse.
Yeah. Look at Stu. Like, oh God, we had to have a question about Red Dead Online. I thought we were done talking about this stupid game.
Yeah. It's true.
That face.
Blame
All right,
John.
what's next?
Oh, sorry. Have you finished?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we have got some more questions. Here we go. Next question.
Here we go.
Does any? Oh God Almighty! This is another Duke question. Does anyone else get stuck in a loop of always playing the same game repeatedly? This
Yes.
is Chinny as well,
Nope.
to be fair.
Yes.
Even though they have hundreds of amazing games in their pile of shame.
Yes.
For me, it's always been called it as time is always an issue, and you can just hop on for a few games of multiplayer
Yeah, you can.
or Warzone, and that's my fix for the day.
Mhm.
This would
You know
be
what's
a
funny?
story.
Sorry. Go ahead.
This would be the story for Duke and Rocket League, I imagine. Well, until he deleted it. What the fuck? Fair play. That shows his strength of willpower.
That's right. You know what's
Well, until
funny?
he reinstalled it.
Lately, well, but you said I couldn't do it for a week. I did it for a week, so screw
No,
you.
it's true.
I know you didn't say that. Anyway,
didn't say that.
I've actually, my problem lately has been overthinking games. Like, I'll look at my game collection and I'll be like, oh, I could play No Man's Sky. I'm like, yeah, but isn't it kind of annoying to have to just keep going around translating words? Like, I tend to sometimes fixate on like the worst part of the game. And then I'm like, I don't want to play that game because it has this flaw, or is the, there's this annoying part of it. And it's so stupid because what you ought to do, what the game wants you to do, is to like flash on the best parts of the game and like get really excited to play it. And of course, every game is a mix of both. I mean, most games, Bayonetta is just bad and bad, but some games are good and bad. I'm just kidding. I don't really have a grudge against Bayonetta. I should have used Heavy Rain as the example there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I have this issue. I think, I'm just gonna. My thing is, I'm just gonna play Red Dead and get my dailies out the way, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do one or two, and then I'll play something proper. Then 2 hours later,
But then, especially when you're 21 days into the streak,
Yeah.
you're getting like 25 cents of gold
That's
for
it,
every
that's it.
minute. And why would you just
at
do
the
one?
moment,
Do as many as you can.
I am getting 0.25 of gold every
Yeah.
time I do it. So I'm like, I'm
do
just
the
gonna
goddamn
do
free roam missions, man. You don't even have to do well on them.
it. And then the other game that I play is Warzone quite a lot, and I absolutely love Warzone, but I don't talk about it on the show too much, even though I came second yesterday and I was shaking like a shitting dog. But the
I was shaking like a shitting dog.
yeah. So, but the reason why I play Warzone is because A, I love it, but B, a lot of my friends play it as well. So if they see me on, if I'm sort of like done with a bit of Red Dead, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll jump on Warzone, and I just enjoy it so much. I enjoy playing Warzone so much. That is my problem, and I had to really, really force myself to play Planet Coaster today, because I was gonna play it throughout the week. I was like, I'll play it. Didn't play it, and then Sunday came, and I was like, I just need to sit down and start it. So I just forced myself to click it, and I did. And once I was in, I was fine. I was playing it. I wasn't even thinking about anything else. And it grabbed me for quite a while, actually, Planet Coaster.
Such a weird phenomenon of like, I do that too. It's like, after the working day is over, I'll have like, an hour or two for games, and I'll be like, I want to try something I haven't played before. I don't have to learn anything right now.
Yeah.
I just want to play something I know,
That's it.
something I can jump in, jump out, or whatever.
I think it might be
And-
that you don't want to learn anything.
Yeah. And then on the weekend, I'll think, okay, I have the time to devote to this new game or whatever it is, but I want to spend a lot of time rolling around Red Dead, or, put an hour into Rocket League and get some rep for DI.
Yep.
It's very strange.
I think it's just a case of you don't want to learn anything new. You just want to, eat the comfort food.
Although Stu can't relate to that because he's
Stu
all about the
constantly
new
does it,
games.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
all about the new shit. I don't
He has the
keep
opposite
playing the
problem. He
same
doesn't
stuff.
like finish games as much.
I don't do too badly. I do finish stuff. I try and finish the games I'm enjoying.
You don't have many
Yeah.
games, Stu, that's like comfort to you, though, do you?
No,
you keep going
no.
back.
Yeah,
You never
that's
go
true.
back to games. so-
Climb.
There was
Who goes back to Climb?
I do go back to climb every now and again, and there was obviously Flight Simulator for quite a long time last year.
Yeah, but it doesn't
But
last
I
very
haven't
long
played,
with you.
No, I haven't played it this year at all.
I mean,
have we?
you going back to Bayonetta, an 11-year-old game, is
Yeah.
very rare for you.
Yeah, it is. It was only
I
because
know
I happened
Rare
to
made
see how to
Bayonetta.
install it,
Yeah, it is.
but I did love that game.
But it's just you just constantly move on all the time.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I don't get attached to anything. I'm
Can't
not like-
commit, man.
No, it's nothing. I don't think it's about commitment. I just think
I'm
it's,
just kidding.
I'm done, and then I'm moving on. I'm done.
Yeah, but you've never.
But you also just don't
really-
even play a lot of games that don't have a story. Like you don't play Warzone, you don't play
No,
Rocket
I don't
League,
give
you
a
don't
shit. I
play
really don't give a shit about
Minecraft.
games like that.
But
Ricky,
in the
always
early
want a
days,
story.
in the early days of the 360, I think when it was new, you were kind of into
Oh, yeah.
it a bit.
I did play
Well, and
quite
it was
a
the
lot of
community,
multiplayer.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a community as well, and
Gears
I
of
did
War.
I played a whole shit ton of Gears of War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, more than I can. I played multiplayer on that more than probably any other multiplayer game I've ever played.
It's a great game in Gears of War. It's just-
Yeah, yeah. And I played hours and hours of it.
hours. Yeah, I played
But
so
I
many
don't
hours.
know. I don't feel that sort of stuff anymore. It just does nothing for
Doesn't
me.
float your boat.
It doesn't. It really doesn't float my boat.
No, it's fine.
It doesn't. Okay, we have got more
horses for
questions.
courses.
There is more questions.
Go ahead, shoot. Let me hear you shoot.
What would your pirate names be?
I've just Googled how to work out your pirate name. Do you want me to read this out?
Go on then.
So you've got to take the first initial from your first name,
Right.
and then you've got to change it to something that sounds piratey. So, I don't know. It says A equals captain, B equals. Okay, let me. So.
What? This sounds way too complicated.
No, my pirate
Oh,
name
I
is
got it.
Ishmael. The
No,
end.
no, I got it. I
It's
got
a
it.
literary
Ishmael.
reference to
So,
Moby Dick.
Stu, you,
Not a
you're-
pirate story, but
you're S, obviously. So
Yeah.
the S equals mad. Okay.
Right.
So mad is your first
Name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine for M is lobster legs. Okay.
Lobster legs. Okay.
And Duke is buccaneer. So everybody remember
Yeah,
they're on
buccaneer.
there.
Okay.
And then you
Mad, I'm mad.
so you take that, then the first initials from your last name. Oh, you got to. Oh, I've got another thing here.
Oh God.
Oh, you just
Why
use
is
the
it so
same thing.
complicated?
I don't know what this is. This is wank.
Well, I've made one up, but that doesn't involve all this complicated shit that you're
Go ahead,
doing.
just tell us. I don't think it's
sh-
meant to be this long process.
Shortstop stew pot. There you go.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I've got one
Very
here.
nice.
M equals dead man, and then
Oh, okay.
C equals Jackson. So dead man Jackson.
Dead
So,
man Jackson.
so what's the F
Alright.
then? What's F?
So no, this is a different one now that I've got. So
Oh,
I have to-
right, okay.
So
Yes, but Stu
S-
is
S equals
what's
mad,
valid?
Yeah.
and F
one.
equals Jones.
Mad Jones.
Have you got a middle name, Stu?
No.
Oh, well there you go. That's
I'm
the-
just Mad Jones.
Mad Jones.
Well, pretend
Uh,
like
I
your middle
sound
name
more
starts
like
with
a-
A.
I sound more like an East End gangster.
Eric, do you have a middle name?
Yes, it's Steven.
So
Ah,
yours
Stephen.
is Buccaneer, Squiffy, Swashbuckler. Buccaneer.
That's the
Squiffy.
pirate who has to swab the deck
Wow.
every day because
Yeah.
everyone else hates him.
And
Say
everybody-
Swiffy.
And as you're on all fours, like wiping it down, we're just kicking you,
Yeah.
in the ass or whatever. and
Like in Cabin
Wow.
Boy. Would you like to buy a monkey?
that's it. Exactly like that random film or whatever you just.
Oh, what a
mentioned.
great movie.
I
know what you're thinking. What could be weirder than a giant floating cupcake? How about one that spits tobacco at you? Phew. See you around, kid.
Okay, final question off John Mouse, aka Quanrian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "What is the worst song you can think of?"
Snooker Loopy's pretty bad, isn't it?
Oh, that is pretty bad. I'd forgotten about that. I
Yeah,
have.
like,
I think I have
Rabbit
got.
by Chaz and Dave is also terrible.
I like Rabbit. What's the matter with that? I have got. I think what is the worst song ever released? Are you ready?
Go on.
Go ahead.
Cliff Richard, "The Lord's Prayer."
I don't know that song, and it sounds like I'm glad I don't.
So basically, Cliff Richard. Do you know
I
what the
didn't say I
Lord's
wanted to
Prayer
know
is,
about it.
don't you? Our Father who art
mean,
in heaven,
the-
hallowed
right,
be thy
yeah.
name, and all that shit.
Yes.
He released that to the tune of Old Lang Syne. And he literally
Our
just
Father who art in
sang,
heaven.
Heaven,
That doesn't work.
hallowed be thy name. That
stupid.
literally was the song.
Yeah.
It was the most stupid song ever released. I'm sure, if I'm not mistaken, it got to number 1 or something ridiculous. It was absolutely
Well, we all know
terribly-
that Cliff Richard, like Prince. What's his name? Who was in hospital? Prince.
I'm just gonna have a look.
What was
Philip.
the name? What was the name of the prince in
Philip?
hospital?
Oh,
Wasn't it
Philip.
Philip?
Philip. Yeah, Philip. Sorry, Duke. I
Hello.
couldn't hear.
That's okay. I'm
Uh,
often too quiet. People accuse me of being quiet all the time.
No, yeah, like Cliff Richard and Prince Philip have both been dead for like 20 years. I'm pretty sure. What's
Yes.
Stu googling? What's he googling?
I'm just having a look what he said. What it is.
I
It
can
was
literally
called-
see Stu googling now.
It was called the,
Yeah, you see it
the
reflecting in his
Millennium
eyes.
Prayer.
The
it was
Millennium
called.
Prayer. Didn't it come out on the Millennium as well?
Yeah, that's why he did it. That's why he did it.
Yeah, it's a clever name.
Unbelievably, he got
Yes,
to number 2
brilliant.
in Australia.
They fucking love him down.
Number 1 in the UK.
Yeah.
Number 23 in Germany. I don't know. Number 3 in Ireland. 2 in
Music-
New Zealand. Oh my god, this is just ridiculous. People bought this
Why,
shit.
why was David Hasselhoff singing on the Berlin Wall?
That's brilliant.
Does
Oh my
anybody
God.
ask that question?
I don't know whether
Does
they
anybody
are.
ask that? The only thing that I
Probably not.
really know about the Berlin Wall, the two things that I know about the Berlin Wall are that officially World War II did not end until it came down. Officially. That's true.
Is that true?
And then the other thing is that
Interesting.
David Hasselhoff sang on it when it came down.
Yeah, because he wanted
And also
to.
Ronald Reagan going,
How-
tear down this wall.
Yeah.
The Duchess, one of her first iMovie projects was a remix of that.
There you
So
go.
every time, and she slowed it way down. So every time that gets mentioned in any way, shape, or form, she starts going, tear down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Duchess.
This wall. So yeah, that's what I think the worst song, along with the Cheeky Girls, "Touch My Bum."
Yeah.
I think Call Me Maybe is a pretty dumb song.
Oh, and who could ever forget the classic "Lady in Red"?
That's a great song.
Lady
That's
in Red. What about
terrible
Steve,
song.
Coach Steve singing it on Big
Oh, God.
Mouth?
Yeah.
Horrific,
Yeah.
horrendous song. There's too many bad songs anyway.
I'll tell you what is a tune though. I'll tell you what is a tune. Seal. Is it like a rose?
Oh, that was from Batman Forever, weren't it?
That's it.
Oh,
Wow.
so good.
Okay.
I love Coach Steve. He's the best character.
He is
ever.
the best
Actually, he's
character.
not as cool as the kid with the backpack. That kid with the backpack, whatever his name is, Jacob or whatever. Oh, he's my favorite. His penis is smaller than the average penis. He just keeps stating facts. I don't know. I love him. Anyway, any other questions there on the old Discord?
Nope.
No, that's it. That's it. So it is
Okay. Well,
shout-out.
thank you for all
Shout-out
those
time.
questions, people.
Hey,
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
if you want to leave a speak pipe, an email, or join our Discord, it is easier than ever these days to do that. All right, as
We
Stu-
won't be podcasting through Discord anymore. But
I have
No,
no
that's-
idea
fix
what's.
my
There's,
problem.
sorry, I'm just distracted because there's a lot of squealing going on in the kitchen. I'm not sure what's happening. There's noise.
Maybe
there's
your
a lot
wife
of-
is killing a pig.
I don't know. I don't know. Something's happening.
But if you
Something's
look
happening.
in the
Something's
if you look
happening.
in the show notes, the top 3 links are those 3 things that I mentioned. Email the show,
happening.
the speak pipe thing, or just click the link for the Discord channel.
We
and you
love to
can
hear from our
join us.
community.
Yeah, come on, people.
Please get in touch, people.
Come on, people.
Please,
You
so we
listen
can
to more than one episode, but never
Please.
gotten in touch. We especially want to hear from you.
please, so we can mock you and
Yeah, so just so we can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, shout outs. I'll go first. I'll
Okay, go ahead,
first.
Stu.
Because I've listened to my second episode of Joysticks and Chill this week.
Oh yeah.
Oh snap!
Yeah,
Did you only
Yeah.
listen to it because you were on it?
I didn't know. I've not got through the whole show yet, so I didn't know that was the thing.
I don't know.
I
Either.
know that I was referenced at the beginning. I heard.
Yeah.
Not sure why, but
You're a
I've
popular
actually
guy,
revised-
Stu. You're a
I am
popular
a popular guy.
You're
I'm
a
a
hip
popular
happening guy, you know.
I am. I've revised my review for the show now. I've heard 2 episodes of this show.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had
Um,
some review.
Yeah. It's better than a bout of the worst diarrhea you've ever had. That's my new review for
Is that
it.
what you're sticking with?
I'm sticking with that. It's
Okay.
better than that.
All right.
It's good. It's improving. It's improving.
There's
I
nowhere
like
to go from that, Stu.
it. I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to do.
don't know what to say.
Nowhere to go but down the
Um,
toilet.
But no, joking aside, actually, it's pretty good. They're doing a good job, those lads over there.
They are.
They are.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. Listen to it. Joysticks and Chill. It's worth your time.
Mm.
Yeah, listen to
It is
that.
worth it.
Listen to the Seal podcast. Listen to Overseas Connection.
love-
There's all sorts of good stuff on the VG Hub.
There
I
is.
love the
There
Seal
is.
podcast as well. I still listen to OC. Yeah, it's all good. If you don't listen to those shows,
And then everybody
then
records
good.
on the
Don't
same
listen
night.
to them.
That's
Just
the
listen to us.
Yeah, you're a
Yeah.
horrible person if you don't give those shows a go.
Chinny, go ahead. Shout outs.
Yeah, Chinny, go.
I will shout out the census, which I apparently need to do in the next.
Have you not done that yet? Oh, for God's sake.
41 minutes, or I'm going to get fucking Boris Johnson coming around my house going, I'm terribly sorry to inconvenience you. You better feel that bloody thing, you know, I'll fuck you up, okay? A vegan sausage roll. Have you had one of those? That's how he pronounces vegan, by the way. So shout out to Boris Johnson. Shout out to Stu and his weirdly dark and light room for some reason.
I know. It's when I switch screens. So
there
like,
you
it's
go.
light on the
That's
background. It
That's
lights my face up more.
So we know when he's looking at porn.
Change your camera and get a light.
Yeah, when I need to get a light, I think.
So
Yes.
Stu needs to get a tripod and a light.
I need to get a light.
Duke needs to get a fucking camera, and then we're
And a
off.
tripod.
And then we got.
We're off. We're on it.
So I don't usually post these YouTube videos public, but I'm going to start doing that now. So that's just the way it is. So it's a
'Cause so many
visual
people are
podcast.
gonna
So
wanna
if you want
see
to
this.
listen to it on YouTube, you can.
That's a song on the Red Dead soundtrack. That's the way. It
That's the way. Not my favorite one,
That's
by
the
the way.
way it is.
I shout out to Duke for getting me into a new musical artist.
Oh God, who's he got
snap,
you into?
now what?
Who's he got you
Now,
into?
Duke might not even know really who this artist is, but Duke Duke had a Red Dead playlist that he said, "Hey, you should play this
Okay.
playlist as you're playing Red Dead because it's all country and western, and which is not really a genre that I like. But when you're playing Red Dead, it suits it well."
If you name the song, will I instantly know who it is?
I can try.
Okay.
The name of the song is Bald Butte.
Is what?
Oh, I don't know that.
So this
I
is,
thought it might be Ralph Stanley because he's the one I've added recently that I love very much. Oh, Dad, won't you spare me over for another year?
So there's a song called Bald Butte by a artist called Coulter Wall. Now Coulter Wall, when
Cool.
you hear him, has one of the most deepest voices. He has to tune his guitar down as one semitone down, because his voice is so low. And then I googled him, and I was expecting this old man, and it turns out he's like a 25-year-old kid.
Excellent.
All right, who just and he's not even that famous. He's like, oh yeah, I just wrote some song, and he's done like 2 albums or whatever. And he's amazing. He's an amazing artist. Again, country music not my thing at all, but
Yeah.
Not your thing.
But when you listen to the right, so I like a lot of Johnny Cash, and there's a lot
Yeah.
of Johnny Cash in that.
See, that's the
playlist.
thing. I'm not big into country music either, but like through that playlist, by listening to it while playing Red Dead, like I've really gotten into some of the
You get
things.
into it,
There's this on the Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack, the kids who are singing in the highways, in heaven. I decided, hey, I wonder if they've got any other music. And like I found a couple albums from them, and they're pretty good.
Yeah.
So like, I'm expanding my musical horizon.
Well, there's some songs that I listen that I like that I would add to the list. But they're called
Send them over.
the Golden Gate Quartet, and they
Okay.
do.
I'll look them up.
Yeah, it's 4 guys, and it's basically a cappella stuff, and
Yeah, that's cool.
it
That
suits
no, I'm
Red
glad
Dead.
you said that because in a lot of country music playlists, they've got stuff with like electric guitar and stuff, and I'm like, no, that doesn't fit Red Dead. Stop it.
No. But yeah, Bald Butte by Coulter Wall, I think his name is. Yeah, Coulter Wall. Very good. And sometimes I've never really listened to Dolly Parton ever in my life. Obviously, 9 to 5 is a song that. But big on this playlist, because you're playing Red Dead and it's a cowboy game.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton comes
Put
up
it on
all the
shuffle.
time, and you realise, you go, oh my god, she is amazing. I can see why she's so
Yeah.
good. You know.
So talented. There's a really good documentary film about her too. I don't remember what it's called, but we
Dolly
watched it recently. It's very
Land.
good.
Yeah. So shout out to
Dolly
you,
Man,
Duke, for
Dolly
the
Land.
playlist. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I noticed somebody had followed it, and I was like, I bet that's Chinny, and now I know it was.
Yeah, it was me.
Woohoo!
There you go.
All right. Well, I will shout out the people who sent us speak pipes, Quanrian, Wink, and
Wing
Derek
John.
Sines,
Yeah, Wing John Mouse.
and Lewis. Thank you, Lewis, and good luck with that PS5 scam you're pulling. Wink.
Wink.
I will shout out the people who came to our Scribblet Playdate. John Mouse, Jay, DJ Steno, and Ben Starr. And I will shout out everybody watching us live, even those people who said they want to see my face for some weird reason.
I
So
forgot to
thank you,
shout out.
SLH and XJ Ryder and Derek Sines and Tyrone Price and Hardly Dan and Ali Hytham. And I'm probably missing some people. Scott Patton and GH Rocker and Sumu and Rob Finch and Lebo. Yes, thank you.
I
Rock,
forgot
thank
a
you for your-
shout out, Duke. I forgot.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
It is Tara's birthday next
Oh my God.
Friday.
Wow.
And
Happy
now
birthday for next Friday, Tara.
Tara falls into the category, a very small category of people that have had 2 lockdown birthdays.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, that's
Because
frustrating.
the UK went into lockdown roughly about this time last year.
It was. It was literally
And
about
her
this time
birthday
last
is
year.
on the 26th. So I remember it was kind of like a novel thing back then, Stu, and everything was closed. And literally, I
Yeah.
mean, there was nothing, no sports, nothing.
There were nothing.
And
Something.
I got like a takeaway meal from a restaurant that doesn't do takeaway, and we was like, wow, that's so weird. You know, these restaurants do takeaway. Now every restaurant does takeaway.
Well, no choice.
Otherwise, they don't exist.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But Tara now falls under the category of somebody who's had 2 lockdown birthdays.
I'm sorry, Tara. It's not so cool anymore.
It's not. I mean, the first one was kind of
Not
like, we'll
funny
make do. And the worst part about it, and I cannot get out of it, I have to film on those on her birthday and the day after, which is a Saturday.
No.
So
you're doing something special before and then.
So yeah, I was planning. Yeah, I was planning on. Yeah, maybe.
I am now.
Yeah, I am now. Yeah. No, like I've got something planned for the Sunday, and yeah, it's how crap is that? And I'm like, I can't even be there for the just to kind of keep a company or something. But
wow,
never mind.
I also forgot a shout out. I want to shout out Zoom for being an awesome alternative to Discord and Skype, because we've had problems with Skype in the past. We have had problems with Discord today, and Zoom is flawless.
And it
So
sounds
thank you,
good.
Zoom.
It does sound
sounds
good. I
great.
must admit, it does sound great.
And I also want to shout out Tilly for bringing some Girl Scout cookies. Oh yeah, what? I'm sorry I had to multitask while you were over here, Tilly, because we were doing our play date at the time, and I was like, hey, thanks for coming out. And it's not like it was when we were at our old place. People would pop over and, they talk to the Duchess or whatever. And I'd be like, hey, how's it going? And then it wasn't so special. These people had to drive like 20 minutes to get out here. So I can't just be like, hey, bye. I had to be a host, sort of, a little bit. Anyway.
I have got another shout out, by the way.
Oh, for Christ's sake, we're just going to keep doing shout outs all night.
I want to shout out all the people in this country who've been giving out vaccines, because we have now inoculated over 50% of the adult population.
Is that right? 50% of the adult population.
50% of the adult population.
Screw the kids. Forget them. Don't worry about them.
Yesterday, they inoculated in one day 875,000 people.
I heard it got up to 750,000.
Yeah, they broke it again, over 800,000.
Yeah.
And that, right, just to put it into perspective, that is 1.2% of the population in one day.
That's pretty awesome.
That's amazing.
That is just ridiculous.
If they keep trying to break that record,
it'll be a Fibonacci sequence.
Like we'll be, Stu, me and you will be sharing a jacuzzi in no time.
We will. I mean, what's crazy is though, we're going to run out of vaccine before they get to that point, because there's been a few issues, unfortunately. One of which was a fire in a factory in India that produces it, which has lost us quite a lot of vaccines. And also the EU are now saying they're not going to export anything to anyone now. So that's a problem.
Yeah,
because they're a bit shit in Europe. Sorry, Europe people, and people in Ireland are suffering under this as well. So
how many have we got?
What vaccines?
Like 4?
Yeah, we got 4. No, you see, the problem now is they're having to do second doses. So the number of first doses.
Is the second dose the
going down.
Same bottle? They're just doing it twice.
No, it's a new bottle. I'm guessing.
The second one's just water.
No, it's the same thing. Like they.
Yeah, you get the same vaccine twice.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I've had mine. So I've had 2.
Have we got enough for everybody though for the first one? Because that would be enough, to kind of get everything going.
They say it's going to slow down in sort of April, May time. They're going to lose possibly 2 weeks.
I ain't going to get one for fucking ages, am I? Really?
The first one. What you need to do, Chinny, this is what you need to do. What Millie did.
Just turn up. Just turn up.
No,
Beat up an old woman.
Don't turn up. No, turn up. you need to go with someone who's having one who you know, right? I know that's not supposedly a thing, but say your dad went for one.
Well,
you've
I
missed out
dropped
on
my
this
mum and dad off to their first
Yeah, well-
one, but I didn't go in.
Well, when they go for the
Well, that's what you gotta
second
do.
one, when they
Yeah.
go for the second one, right, you need to tell them to book an appointment right at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So like the last appointment or next to last appointment.
Yeah.
And then when they go with them and say, I didn't want to sit in the car. I thought I'd bring her in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
then,
since I
like,
see you have some lying
have
around,
you got any Spurs? And what happened with Millie? They said, if we've got any left when we finish in an hour, you can have one.
Yeah.
And basically gave her one when they at the end of the night.
and then they
So-
found a woman tied up under a car afterwards, and she had like strangled her.
So that's what you want to do, man. Get over there and get yourself a vaccine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, I'm all right. I think I'm.
Kate's coming in going, don't tell him that. Don't tell him what you're telling him that for. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's a... They'll not get anyone in trouble. As if they're going to know where you've been.
Oh
It's
shoot!
fine.
Someone's just knocked my door. I think it's
Oh
the
my
police.
God, there's someone knocking on his door.
Oh
It's the
crap!
police. The police are at his house.
Oh,
my
shit!
God.
Yeah, can't
We got to end the show because I'm
Oh,
getting
shit,
arrested.
can't you hear the sirens? Oh my God!
no.
Robots are at Jenny's house. Ah!
But there you go.
Just run a scam on the medical system and get yourself a vaccination instead. It's not really a scam.
No, it's
it's
better
fine.
than it going to waste.
Yeah.
Because that's what would happen otherwise. So,
It's not. It's
Yeah.
No one cares.
yeah.
Yeah, tell
Just-
Millie that no one cares.
Yeah, no one cares. Just go, Chinny. Look, and people out there, if you've got someone you need to
No,
take,
Yeah.
try
yeah.
your luck. You never know.
Yeah.
They can only say no, is my opinion.
Oh, they could say, "Stay here while the cops come."
Yeah, so anyway, you'll be getting yours soon while you do. They're doing that well in
I
America.
got my
as
first
well.
one already. I got my second one in 9 days.
Wow, which did you have over there then? Have you got the Modena one? Is that what you have?
Moderna, yeah.
Moderna.
Yep.
There you go. You've got the RNA thing, whatever that is.
Right.
Yeah. It is
All
getting
right,
to a
here
point
comes
now where
the,
more people are getting vaccinated. Like, I know more people that are vaccinated than not at the moment.
Yeah.
I know, it's
You're not gonna be
crazy,
invited
isn't
to
it?
their parties.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
All right, let me
pretty
play
crazy.
this Saturday Night Live sketch with Christopher Walken.
Okay.
It's such a classic. It's panning up to an apartment complex.
Hi. Hi. Can I help you? Yes, Mr. Leonard, I'm with the U.S. Census Bureau. We sent you a census form, but you failed to return it to us.
My mail is piled up like crazy.
Yeah. Well, I just need to fill out this census form with you.
Great.
Okay. How many people live in this residence?
Oh boy, that's a good question. Bad with numbers, maybe 80.
80 people live in this apartment?
Seems high, doesn't it? Not 80. How about 4? Oh, I'm so bad at guesstimating.
Well, why don't you just take your time and count?
Okay, there's me, my wife, our plants. We have some candy bars.
Well, you know, we don't count candy bars or plants.
Yeah. Then there's just the two of us. Boy, I really overshot it with the 80, didn't I?
Listen, don't worry about it, okay? I'm going to put you down as the primary resident, okay? Now, are you currently employed?
Yeah, part of the time.
Well, you work part-time. How many days a week?
Every day, but just part of the day. From 9 to 5.
So you work a full day?
I wouldn't say that. There are huge chunks of time at night where I'm just asleep. Hours, you know, it's ridiculous.
No, it's not that ridiculous. Miss Leonard, do you own or rent this apartment?
Sure. You have to ask one of the other 79 people.
You mean your wife?
Yeah.
Well, could I talk to her?
She won't answer you. She's a bobcat.
You've got a Bobcat in there?
Well, I have a permit. Here you go.
This is a permit to run a nail salon.
Wrong one. Wrong one. Hold on.
This is a permit to do street performance.
Yeah. My wife's a big part of the act.
You know what? Fine. Fine, good, great. Mr. Leonard, are you a citizen of the United States?
I have dual citizenship with the United States and Florida.
Florida is part of the United States.
Don't push your politics on me, pal. All I know is when I turned 50, I was issued a Florida passport. Here you go.
All right, this is a novelty birthday card. And it says, "You're over the hill. Here's a passport to Florida." This is not a real passport.
I don't know. You know, whenever I go to Florida, I show it at the border, and they always let me in.
Mr. Leonard, a real passport wouldn't have a picture of a sexy nurse on it. This is a fake joke thing.
Well, it's a hell of a forgery.
Okay, let's just proceed as if this is going really well. All right, now, how long have you lived at this address?
Oh, man, there you go with the numbers again.
Just take your time.
Well, what do most people say?
That's not important.
I feel enormous amount of pressure to get this right. I want to win that car.
There's no car, Mr. Leonard. How long have you lived here?
All right.
All right. Well, that's about it. So remember,
Yeah.
Kenny, if you get it right on the thing, you could win a car. So get your
I
census
better
in.
fill it out.
Yeah.
You better do it right now.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say.
Oh, we made it. Hallelujah.
Yeah, we made it.
I didn't think it was going to happen.
No, I
Ugh.
didn't think it was
All
going to
these
happen.
technical headaches, man. I don't understand it.
I mean, at least it's done now.
Yes, but what about next week?
I know. What about next week?
Thank
Ugh.
God Kenny had the fancy Zoom.
Yeah.
I mean, the Zoom is fine.
Yeah.
Why
And
can't
if
you
I
put
get a
your
webcam, hey,
phone
we'll be
higher?
even more so.
Stu?
What's that? Sorry.
Why can't you put your phone higher or your webcam higher? Sorry.
Oh, because I can't be bothered.
It's not that he can, it's that he won't.
Yeah, I just won't. It's fine. I'll go like this in like next week.
Oh
so
my
that's
God, this is
fine.
the first time in like a million years I didn't play the spring break clip from The Simpsons.
It's fine now.
Oh yeah.
Whoops. I am on spring break. Woohoo!
Spring break.
Spring break. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, say goodbye to the chat, everyone. Bye.
Goodbye,
Bye.
chat.